Ooh. What up? What up? What up? Alright, let's see who's been here. What up, Clone Troop? What up, Death Tyrant? What up, Michael? What up, Shadow Killer? What up, Metal Master? What up, TKC? What up, Arian Baxter? What up, Assad? What up, Hawaiian Stitrandy? What up, Chris Hyde? What up, The Heffery? What up, Joho? What up, 90 Dion? I am keeping well. What up, Rocky Mountain High? Sleeping better? Not so much. Where are those Inhuman offers? Give it a bit. What up, The Reaper? What up, West Sargate? What up, Livepool? What up, Corey? What up, LBB? I'm down with LBB. Yeah, you know me. Alright. What up, Leo? Is, chat working? I have to check. Nope, of course not. What up, Daniel? What up, bro? What up, Roberts? What up, Sean? Alright, let's see if we can get chat working. There, that'll do it. How you feeling about Yo-Yo going to premiums? If Yo-Yo ends up being Premium Orb exclusive, it's unfortunate, but it makes sense. They typically put characters in Premium Orbs, like Premium Orb exclusive, if they're really good and not legendary. Yo-Yo fits the bill. What up, War Dog Quebec? What up, Stephen Canales? For the red stars to take effect, you have to upgrade them? No. No, that just applies to leaderboard stuff, like TCP leaderboard, STP leaderboard, stuff like that. Did you get your video sorted? Nope. Nope, but I will after stream, hopefully. I was waiting for them to modify the account, which they did not. If you were a Power Ranger, what color would you be? I don't know. Billy was pretty awesome as the Blue Ranger. I kind of liked Billy, so let's go blue. Super War tonight? Possibly. Weekly Q&A videos are awesome. Yeah, I haven't done those weekly yet, yeah. I've been doing these instead of YouTube videos. Red Star rework April 15th. Alright, let me send this.
3 days. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, what's going on?
Just getting started.
Another one.
Alright. Got that tweet sent. What up, Strider? Any quick tips for starting out on YouTube? Consistency, 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 and good thumbnails. Those are two really important tips. A third tip, and I don't always abide by this one, but you should. Try to grab people's attention immediately. Like, let them know as soon as they click to the video. Like, hey, this is what's going on in this video. Let them know what's up. You'll notice, I think Mobile Gamer starts all his videos with like, as soon as you turn the video on, he's like, today we're going to be talking about, you know, whatever. So, something like that. What up, Port? What up, Kareem?
Oh yeah, happy Easter, by the way.
Thanks. I don't celebrate it, but thanks.
I don't either, but.
What up, Just Go Face?
What's up?
Hey, man.
Howdy, howdy. Alright. Let's actually jump into the game here. Okay, so for $60, I could have 7-star Cyclops, so I just got to 5 red star. It'd be nice, but it's 60 bucks that I don't have. They'll have to make him farmable eventually.
Yeah. Where the hell do you think he's gonna go?
Don't know. Alright, 100% Greek grade done. 11 to 25 for Sniper. Cool. Red Star Rampage, Orb Assault, 2 times X-Men and Brotherhood. Why do your stream times keep getting later, homie? I'm not feeling it. They have not been past 7 the entire time. They've been between 6 and 7 for a bit now. Alright.
You used to start around 5, plus my clock's changed back, so now it's usually starting about 2 hours later for me.
Yeah, up to 2 hours later.
It's usually around
The
8,
delays are because right when things switch over is when people are asking me, like, I realized I want the cover image to show what we're actually doing, but I don't always have the art for it or know what is actually going to be happening. And also the Blitz predictions. A lot of times I try to get the Blitz predictions done before I start the stream so that they'll be in the video description. So those things started delaying it to like the earliest I was able to start was like closer to 6. And I fit, you know, so I've just kind of been aiming for 6 and if it goes a little late, it goes a little late. But the beauty of a bonus stream is I don't have to be tied to a particularly rigid schedule for the time being. What up, Jackson?
Do you think the daily YouTube streams are working out better than videos or Twitch?
No, but I'm getting more subs, so while I can maintain it, it's easiest for me right now. Which of the infographics is hardest to make? In terms of how long it takes to plot them out, or in terms of actually doing the graphic work to assemble them? The one that's the biggest pain to actually assemble, well, it's probably the same answer for both. The top 5 teams tier list is such a pain in the ass. When will Corvus be released? I don't know.
I'd have thought it would be the just the character tier list, because that's just got loads of images to put in.
That's not so bad.
And you always put them in alphabetical order as well, which means you can't just add them on the end each time.
Well, I kind of do. I go down the tier list spreadsheet, and I just fill out each one in which section, and then I just recreate the section that's already in order. It's the best way to send you money. There is a link in the video description, Streamlabs, to donate. That's the best way. Any snack pack you can buy for Sif Blitz? Good question. I'll take a look. Alright, we got one whole red star orb right there.
I am so happy because I only need 70 shards for her to get her to 6 stars, so as long as she goes to 6, I get the 6-star Black Bolt unlock.
How good have your tier lists been in the past? Are you happy with your math? I mean, tier lists aren't purely math, but they've been pretty accurate. I'd say there's maybe 2 or 3 characters in any given tier list that end up getting reevaluated a little bit down the road. But what ends up happening, it's less so like every once in a while we just misgauge a character. There've been a small handful of characters that we just didn't get exactly right. The ones that come to mind are like Mordo, Storm. There've been a handful that we just didn't get quite right. But that's pretty rare. I'd say like 9 times out of 10 we get a new character right.
Team to take into unlock Ultron.
What up, Brett Top Nib? I hope that's a troll question because I went into a whole rant about it the other day. But check the FAQ section of my Discord. Oh, but so what happens with the tier list stream is we don't. It's gotten to the point now where if we had to reevaluate every single character every single time, it would be impossible. There's like 130 characters, and it takes us like to give a character like a fair debate, like 25 minutes to really dig into the character across all game modes and with certain teams and with certain matchups. So what we've been doing is just each tier list looking at characters we're reevaluating. So what happens is like, let's say like we just did one with Red Skull, and we just placed Red Skull, and where we placed Red Skull for this tier list where we've evaluated him, it makes sense. However, if assuming that there's no changes to Hydra minions or Red Skull or anything like that in the future, 7 patches from now, we probably still won't have gone back and looked at Red Skull. And it will be possible that you can, 7 patches from now, look and be like, Red Skull should probably be lower than he is. And that may have become true, but we don't always go back. So if there was any question about the accuracy of a tier list, it's that some characters may be coasting on rankings that they deserved when they got them and haven't been reevaluated. But again, it's pretty damn accurate, and even when it's off, like there are just plenty of edge cases anyway, where there are plenty of characters, some we just know, like plenty of characters like they're definitely demigod, they're definitely not god tier, and that's that. But then you get characters who kind of float the line, like Ghost Rider, who's like, he's all I could see the case for god tier, I could see the case for demigod tier, so we put him in one, and there's always like the group that feels he should have been in the other. So they're slightly loosely drawn lines, but if you really want to understand how we feel about, like, ultimately what's valuable is if you want to understand what the character's good for and against, what the character's weak for and against, and about how they compare to other people doing the same job. And you can get all that from the tier list stream. So really the process of doing the tier list stream is what educates people better than the infographic. The infographic is for people who just want to understand it in 2 seconds. And so, if someone's rated low demigod and they're actually high elite, in retrospect, the person who's looking at it for 2 seconds, like, that won't be a huge disservice to them anyway. But it's a bunch of opinions at the end of the day. So, we just try to have the most educated opinions that we can. Number of red stars has nothing. Oh, personal rating? So how good the character is to you? Yes and no. Like, we rate them all things equal. But I get what you're saying. So, as an example, while you can make the case that, and I'd have to look at the tier list stream to see if this is exactly how it sits, but like, let's say that Pyro is a better blaster than Human Torch overall as a blaster. A 2 red star Pyro is probably not as good of a blaster as a 6 red star Human Torch in a lot of instances. You missed Hela on the first pass? Where did we put Hela? I feel like we put her demigod.
Did you manage to rank all the teams this time?
Spider-Man is demigod in the latest tier list because Symbiote Spider-Man showed up. Yeah, not god? Yeah. We assumed she would be squishier than she was. But even then, like, we thought she was high demigod, but the 2 things we were holding against her were she's actually kind of squishy, and she needs debuffs to spread. We have Hela in god tier now. What?
Did you manage to rank all the teams this time?
What do you mean?
I think last time you did like a tier list for the different
I don't think
teams as well.
Yeah, that list has not been updated, but there's only I think 1 new full team, which is Red Skull and Hydra.
Because she wants me to make my decision. Even though she's
Who's got all that background noise?
I think Brotherhood's got.
Is that me? Oh, sorry, hang on. That's roommates. One minute, I apologize. Yeah, that's me, hang on.
Ironheart Orange Essentials? There's already a Power Armor Orange Essentials with Ironheart on there. Check the Orange Essentials channel of the Discord. What up, Nikolai Andre? You think other Iron Man armors will be in the game? Probably eventually. Alright, we got knocked back to 19. Let's do 15. This should be fine. Is there any graphic out for the newest tier list? Not yet. Is Ghost Rider God tier? Not quite, but very close. Thing is, Ghost Rider needs people to die to use his passive, and for a lot of game modes, if someone has died around him, that's bad. On a team where they can get revived, it's not as bad. How much did you spend on your computer? You should let us know the specs. Go to my Twitch page and you can see the specs. This Thor is massive. Holy crap. At least we got Black Bolt to hit him. Goodbye, 7 red star gear tier 14 Thor. Thanks for hanging out. Chance of Marvel Super Warp? Possible. Oh, and I spent probably around $2,500 in total on my PC back when I built it. It's possible you could get the same thing for cheaper now. Where in London is the voice chat guy from?
I'm not from London, but thank you for asking.
Looks like all content creators talk about this offer. Yeah, we talked about it on stream yesterday. It's great. What gear do you use for Captain America in Marvel Super War? I used one of the pro builds that builds him like an assassin. Didn't get his defense up. Okay, he's disrupted, so not even the offense up. Let's get rid of all those defense downs on everyone. We'll take a Dark Phoenix ult, but then we'll give it right back. Will we get another crystal event, or will she go straight to orbs? I don't think we'll get another event for her. But she'll probably become farmable. Think the Supernaturals will ever be used for a legendary? Unlikely, but not impossible.
Ancient one, maybe?
I have played other games on my PC, but not GTA. While your live stream, do you use some people here? Yes. Is the best team to unlock Ultron in your Q&A section of Discord? Yep. I know how you can check. Yeah, you're getting the premium only treatment. A data mine suggests it. Nothing has confirmed it to my knowledge.
I think not putting resources in a 7 red star Spider-Man is a mistake, to be honest. He's awesome.
Yeah, I'd put tons of resources into a 7 red star Spider-Man. He's squishy, but he gets lots of dodge. You remember the trolls? I remember a mix of people, good and bad. WM, thank you for becoming a member. How many cores are you spending for this daily event? For that one, just the 450s.
Is that better? Less background?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have Strife maxed out yet?
What? Oh.
Do you have Strife maxed out yet?
Nope, I just don't have Blitz credits.
Oh.
Nice. 5 Uru. I'll take it. Got a couple Elsa shards there and something. I need these molecular scans. I just need the war currency. Oh, I can open 2 of the orange war orbs. I guess I'll do that. See if I
just got 6 of those performance trackers, the superior ones.
Show me lots of Proxima. Please. Oh my god, my streak of never getting Proxima in the middle continues. Dude, she's never gonna get 5-star. I cannot get Proxima in the middle. Literally 0 times
You're
since the
10
event started.
shards away.
I know. And I've gotten her in the middle 0 times. She's never gonna get 5-star at this rate.
He's 10 shards from 4.
No, 5.
Oh, you are from 5?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, you have like what, 15 days or something?
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm spending a bunch of cores just to barely get her to 5. I was hoping I might be able to get her close to 6.
Oh. I honestly am just happy to get her to 5 myself.
I don't mind that. 150k in the middle. Pretty bad at RNG. Yep.
I've gotten her in the middle like 2 so far.
Alright, we'll just open this red star orb. Show me something good. Meh. Meh. What's your favorite character in Marvel Super War? I don't know. I really enjoy Blade. If you had to create a new account, would you farm Guardians to get Star-Lord ASAP or Sinister Six? I definitely wouldn't farm Sinister Six right out the gate. Because that doesn't help with Hero Campaign, and they're not amazing for Nexus Campaign. So between those two...
Rocket's a slow farm initially, though.
Raid
He's
Orbs.
I believe he's a 3-star unlock as well.
Raid Orbs.
He is.
Are you not saving red star orbs from the rework drops? I am encouraging other people to do it, but I am continuing to open them on stream because it's more exciting. So is supposed to open up theory crafting in DD3 instead of scratching a node with DP Phoenix Special and calling it a day? I think DD3 is supposed to be something that it takes you a very long time to get through. I think the point of DD3 is to occupy the whales for quite some time. Today is my day 30 of DD3, and I've done tons and tons of refreshes, and I'm not even half done. So, if I had been doing it free to play, like not paying any core refreshes, well, I am on the 8th node, but I would have to be done with the 8th node to be half done. I probably will eventually, Gabriel, when it helps enough people. Yes, Red Star rework is the 15th.
3 days.
Same day as Symbiote Spider-Man.
Would you be focusing on them with the monthly event coming, or would you work on war teams first? I mean, the Wakandans are a war team. They're not a top-tier war team, but they are a war team. How that guy beat DD3 in just a few days? I'll give you one guess. I am going to open the war orbs in just a bit, yeah.
Lots and lots of money.
The game mode is designed for the top 0.1% of the player base. Something like that.
Is that a bad thing, though?
That's the point of it. It's the most late game mode. If you've ever played MCOC, who played Marvel Contest Champions when Labyrinth of Legends first came out? Labyrinth of Legends was something that like almost no one could enter for months, and it ended up costing people like $6,000 to $8,000 to get through.
Jesus.
Yep.
The thing is, it's for the huge whales now, but a few months down the road, everyone will be doing it, just like DD2. Like DD2 was a huge paywall at first, and now everyone's doing it.
Honestly, I don't think I think a lot of people went through DD2 just because of Minerva. Like anyone who got her could go through it much faster.
Yeah, she helped a lot.
And she carried me. I won't lie.
Yeah, she's putting in a lot of work for me too.
But just getting 5 people to Gear 13 was the main challenge. Like that was paywall.
I remember that because I had everyone ready, and then I kept like trying to get Star-Lord's unique for months.
Realm of Legends? No, Labyrinth of Legends. Realm of Legends was scary when it first came out, but Labyrinth was next level.
but didn't
The paywall to get in is not
DD1
the issue. It's that maxed out metatunes barely make a dent on half the nodes. Well, think about the alternative. Imagine if maxed out metatunes could do half a node or a node. Then you'd be done with the game mode in a week, which would completely defeat the purpose of a week. It's not tuned for ISO 8. You're supposed to be losing a lot. Down the road, they might increase the level cap, increase the gear cap, add in ISO 8, all these things. But I tested ISO 8, and trust me, ISO 8 would be bad for the game if it made you strong enough to easily deal with DD3. Because it's not like we're almost able to deal with DD3. No, it's a stomp on purpose. It's a stomp so that you just have to keep doing it over and over and over. How can
People don't
Fox
understand a long
can shut
farm.
down a game like this? Do they have a delay? It scares me to invest. I mean, they will let you know ahead of time when games shut down. They tell you servers are going down on this date. But you just think of it as spending money on a hobby. Don't think of it as an investment. You're not getting your money back. Just are you going to have fun or not?
Yeah, you're spending money to have fun.
What do you think of Cole's gameplay in the Proxima event? No, I mean, I got a feel for it. Cole seems like he's going to do what we expect him to do.
Oh, I just put it on auto. I didn't even notice.
What up, Peter? You're saying DD2 difficulty level was terribly tuned? DD2 was a different objective. DD2 was designed to be really, really long fights, and DD2 was supposed to... DD2, they didn't want it to take forever for people to get through. Like, they wanted it to take some time, but it wasn't supposed to stall people out forever and ever. The way they sort of made it take a while is they made the fights last so long that if you didn't wipe, you didn't have the patience to do too many in a day. But DD2 was more about the gate, and once you got in, it wasn't supposed to take you more than a month to complete, a couple weeks tops. DD3, they wanted to actually make something, because the thing is, as soon as the whales have nothing to do, they bitch that there's no new content. You'll notice suddenly no one's been bitching about no new content. It's because the whales have something to do. So, yeah, it's just DD3 is to keep the whales occupied. They can either drop thousands of dollars to do it quicker, or they can take their sweet ass time, but they can't bitch about having nothing to do if they're not done with everything. So it's a win-win for Fox Next. It makes the whales shut up, or it makes the whales pay through the nose, and they're fine with either. What's your prediction on what your TCP will be after the Red Star update? I don't know, and I don't care. The comics, does Thanos form part of the Black Order, or the Order just serves him? Depends on which run of the comics.
I think we had this debate on stream where I was mad he didn't have the tag, and you said that during the second iteration he's listed as a member before forming it.
Yep.
It was after the stream, I think.
I haven't seen much of top level whales bitch about lack of content. Well, then you're not talking to enough of them, because they are the ones who started the whole bitching about lack of content. It doesn't even make sense. Mid-game players have plenty to do. They might find what they're doing repetitive, but they're not done. It was literally the whales saying, we have nothing new to do. People tend not to complain about having nothing to do if they still have things to achieve. Thank you very much for the $5, Christopher. Well, DD2 nowadays, you can easily do anything. Any chance that guy cheated to beat DD3? Nope.
How could you?
Gear Tier 14 offer good for $19.99. Is it just whale food? It's random. It can be worth, it can be not. Talking about fixed MSF complaints about having nothing to do. Those among others. I'm not strictly talking about fixed MSF, but even fixed MSF was primarily voiced by Legion of Cabal and Pants of Hulk, which are not mid-level players. And they also complained about no new content. Why not new content instead of roadblocks? Again, it is new content. It's designed to be really tough. It's not the endgame mode I would have made, but...
What kind of in-game mode would you have?
Something more similar to Realm of Legends, where they were really small puzzles with giant enemies. So, like, imagine like a 5 enemy raid node, but all 5 enemies are ginormous, and you had to... Each node could be taken down in 1 or 2 shots, but but you had to do it like they could make it so you had to do it in one shot basically. Like if you wiped on it, it just reset, and then you just had to have just the right comp to deal with it. So like one node would only be doable if you had like a crazy blind comp, where you would have to run like a Magneto, Mordo, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, something like that. And then the next node like would be doable, but you would have to run like a crazy heal block comp where you would just have to have like, again, like Mordo, but then like Hand Assassin and Scarlet, you know, just fun, cool stuff like that where each node was a puzzle.
Is that not just a new campaign
Stronger
chapter?
version of challenges? Yeah, that's what I would do. I would make it like stronger versions of the challenges. But again, more concise. Like the challenges, a lot of the challenges have 20 enemies. I would really fine tune like at most like 7-8 enemies, but really fine tune it, and then yeah, each node would be like its own, like you're doing it by choice, but it's like I have to get just the right team ready to deal with this node, but then I'll take it down and be on to the next one.
But then you could get to a situation where it's literally impossible to get it until you get high red stars on a certain character.
Nah, they just balance it around like 5 red star average, which is for a super late game whale, a 5 red star average is reasonable. And having 1 or 2 higher wouldn't necessarily compensate for having 1 or 2 lower. But anyway, someone said DD3 is the same game mode mechanics as DD1 and 2. No, it's not. It's absolutely not. DD2 is all about survival. DD3 is about doing as much damage as quickly as you can before you faceplant. They're very different.
What about like I was talking about this, like a Tower of Babel mode where like you have to fight through like, you know, tons of enemies. They start out weak and then they keep getting
Horde
stronger.
mode.
Yeah, Horde mode, yeah.
No, I think a Horde mode would be fun. I wouldn't do it for a Dark Dimension, but I think it'd be fun.
No, I was thinking like another game mode like added on to like Blitz or something, where you can earn like currency or like shards.
That sounds pretty fun.
See, I'd like that. Like you have to sustain through this massive wave of stuff. You can only attempt it once a day, and you know you just see how far you can get.
Isn't that basically just Blitz, but then add in rewards?
Well, no, because you have one team versus like let's say.
Yeah, he meant just waves. Just waves keep dropping. So
like
a wave
waves
of,
are never ending.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Five enemies or 6 enemies or 8 enemies, whatever it is, keep dropping, but they start off easy, and you get more points for every wave that you clear until your team wipes. But it will literally just keep generating wave after wave after wave, and eventually your team will wear down. If each enemy wave gets a little stronger and a little stronger, eventually it will be something that, whether you've built full sustain or full damage, is just something you can't manage.
Tetris-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like Tetris, but doesn't Tetris have like a final stage?
It depends on what game mode you're in, but yeah.
I think Tetris had like a level 100 cap originally, but yeah, that concept. A better way to look at it is like a game of Snake. I don't think you can ever actually win Snake, even if you... Well, actually, computers can win Snake, but... Yeah.
See, I always thought that game mode would be a lot better, because I've really liked like Horde mode
What is the best analogy for this game? A stock market? In what regard? I don't consider this game a stock market, but...
Oops.
What are you trying to create an analogy for? Investing materials?
It's not really investing because you don't get them back. You can't sell them once they're worth more value. So.
I actually always wondered, and I think you ended up telling me, Khasino, like why they didn't allow you to trade up stuff, like, you know, if you have so many blues to purple gear. And I think you ended up saying like if you could view all that stuff, people would be constantly trading it up and just getting to like uniques and everything much faster.
Well, it's not even that. The dev answer to why don't we have a gear inventory is, one, there's already a way to check your gear and know exactly how much of anything you have, so it's not that urgent. Beyond that, though, if they put that in, they're like, you know, that would be a bunch of work, and immediately, like, it would just go from people asking for an inventory to people asking for a way to trade in all their gear. Once they could see how much green and how much blue they have that they're not using, it would just immediately be people like, what am I supposed to be doing with this 27,000 green pieces that I never use? And like, so then we'd have to add in a system for trading in gear, and not only would that be a bunch of work for us to have to actually make that, but if you could trade in gear, then that just means we're giving free extra resources somewhere else. So whether it's, you know, trading it in for gold and we're selling fewer gold offers, or trading it in for higher level gear and we're selling fewer gear offers, but at the end of the day, it's people asking us to do a bunch of work to cost ourselves money, when what they're really asking is, how can I check how much of each thing I have, which they can already do. So they said, like, we would like to one day add a gear inventory and do that stuff, but it's not high on the priority list.
No.
And I don't blame them. How do you see all the gear you have at once? In the orbs. I'll show you. I'll show you right now. So, I did say I was going to open these orbs anyway. So, to the war store. So, if I want to know how much of each orange gear I have, you look what's in the orb. And you can look here, and this is... those are just the uniques and mini-uniques. And then these on the sides have... Yep, these. So, those are the minis. And these are the normal uniques and the normal pieces. And you can just check, how many of these do I have? I have 432 superior resistance. How many of these? 373. How many of these? 348. Let's check some minis. How am I doing on these? Only 38. How about these? Only 6. Goodness. How about these? 61. Want to do that for purple gear? Let's check purple gear. Here we go. Let's do blue gear. Here we go. So... And if someone's like, what about green gear? Shut up. There is a way to check green gear, but shut up. I've been thinking of changing Rocket for shield security. Rocket's not as good in DD2 as people think. I don't know why people say that. Damage really doesn't matter in DD2. If you can survive DD2, you can beat DD2.
He's only good if you pair him with Groot, so that you can give Groot a taunt and get more slows out.
See, I loved using Nick Fury because all of his minions that he summoned were basically fodder for heals for Minerva.
You have to click on each gear item individually. Again, I'm not opposed to an inventory. I just don't blame them for not working on that as a top priority. There's so much stuff that I would like them to work on that I don't mind clicking each piece individually. Because you can also do that. You can also do that from the character. Like, if you want to know what to farm, go to the character you're trying to farm.
Is it that big of an issue?
They could save us. They could save us some clicks. It's not urgent.
Oh god, no! 10 clicks.
Yep. R.I.P. 10
How often
clicks.
do you actually check how much gear you've got of a certain thing? Anyway, like, unless that's the thing you're farming, in which case you can just see it anyway because you're farming it.
I mean, I think the only thing I check is the white beaker and the.
It's not an inventory management system. It's just a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a
review.
No, it's like a working solution, like a, you know what I'm saying, like a temporary. It's like it can be done. It's not. That's not how they like. They're not like, that's the inventory. What are you talking about? They're just like, you can if you need to. Most people don't care enough anyway.
I don't think I'd ever.
You've been playing 14 days, and that's where they're losing you. You can just check on the character page. Workaround, sure. It's an intentional workaround. Alright, I don't mind the resistance scats, but the tachyons were the real prize there. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the offers. Again, we could get these and maybe get Symbiote Spider-Man to gear tier 14. With a little luck, for $60. If people want to fund 7 Gold Star Cyclops, you can do that, but it's pretty non-urgent. The Mutant Draft, 100 shards. I'm not gonna get that. I don't need it except for Strife, who I can farm, but that's not bad. Oh, there is a snack pack, but it says the snack pack will be here 2 days, 23 hours. It better goddamn be there tomorrow. many T14 tunes do you have now? 8, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, and I'm getting there on Symbiote Spider-Man.
So I have to ask what is probably going to be a noobish kind of question, but why are they called tunes? I've never understood that.
Pink Drop?
Short for cartoon.
Yeah. Animated tune. But, are the 100 Legacy Orbs worth? Way worth. Might go so far as to say it's the best offer they've ever had. The 99 cents for 1,000 cores is pretty good, but the 100 Legacy Orbs might be one of the best. It's got to be a top 5 for sure offer they've ever had.
I think the Ghost Rider offer might be that.
Ghost Rider offer is fucking good too. But so SH9, firstly, I think those are supposed to be purple drops, but secondly, sometimes they do stuff with certain orbs. Like I think in a Mega Orb, like the middle is just always a gold drop. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So they just decided like, oh, this is purple value at minimum.
Mega Orb is all gold.
Yeah, so
Even the sides.
Yep. The only reason not to buy... So here's the thing. That Legacy offer is going to give you like 1.3 million gold, which is not terrible for $10 anyway. It's also going to give you a bunch of purple gear, which even as a late game player like me, you still get some value out of. But if you have every one of those characters at 7-star, then you're going to get 5 Ultimus Orbs, roughly 1 point something million gold, and a handful of purple gear. Which means it's not a must-purchase offer for a crazy late-game player, but it's not bad. The gold alone is worth it? The gold alone's not bad. Gold and purple gear. Most of my alliance mates got 500, 800k gold. I was hearing a lot of people got 1 point something. I got 1 point something.
Yeah, I got a ton.
You've been playing for 14 days, and you're saying it's ridiculously hard to prep for an instant gear tier 9 Captain Marvel? It is not hard to prep for that. It's ridiculously hard, but you just said, oh, I have to click each item. It's not hard. Just click each item. That's it. It's not a hard prep at all. If you mean it's hard to acquire all the gear, sure. But I'll tell you this, if you're feeling victimized about how difficult it is to prep for getting your CM, you might want to quit the game today, because you're going to feel real victimized in about a month. And I'm saying that as your friend. Where are you going to put Vision when Ironheart comes out? On a tech team. Why not sell conversion catalysts? Because then they have to make a new thing? I don't know. Because they can just sell you the catalyst? Why are you saying I'd rather buy a conversion than I'd... Like, if they can just sell you catalysts, why would you be like, no, I want to still buy those catalysts but lose some of the ones I have? Why is that a better solution? Would you like having a way to transmat green and purple ability mats to orange? Sure, but... Again, that would just cost FoxX money. If I had an easier way of getting those things, then they would have a harder time selling them. So it's not that I wouldn't mind, it's that you gotta pick your battles. So we can sit here and talk about 1,000 things to be great for the players. What if they had a system where they just gave us an extra 2 million gold every day? Sure, that'd be great. What if they gave us all the ability materials we ever needed every single day just for logging in? Yeah, that'd be great. What if they let us trade in all of our green gear for whatever? Yeah, that'd be great. It's just... You know, they have to be careful of how much stuff they give us for free, because they count on stuff being hard to come by to be able to sell stuff. Just click each item is like a hooker telling you to just get yourself excited?
No.
Yeah, no. God, some of you guys are just so victimized. This is a game, guys. We play this for fun, being like, this is messed up that we don't have an inventory. Like, you're right, you should quit. I'm only gonna hold your hand so much. If you're not having fun, don't play. If you are, like, have you considered maybe looking at all the things you do enjoy about the game? Of course they could improve, but I don't enjoy going on stream every day and be like, they need to do this, they need to do that, they need to fix this, they need to add this. There's plenty of things that I'd rather just focus on the things that we can do to actually have fun. It's intentionally unfriendly design. No, it's not. It's so unfriendly that no one plays the game. Clearly. You can just tell, right? No one plays. Look at you. You're about to quit. So it's super unfriendly. It would make me spend more if I could repurchase gear. You spent $150 in 14 days. I think they're okay with that, if I had to guess. But by all means, start your spending strike today. That'll teach them. I don't know what you want from me, man. I get tired of listening to people's complaints. I enjoy the game. I'm not saying there's nothing to complain about. I'm not saying no one should ever complain, but...
Pick your battles on it, honestly.
Showing up to my stream to complain about stuff, like, I'm trying to have fun and enjoy the game, which I do. So, having people be like, yeah, but you shouldn't be having fun. You should be talking about how they need to fix this. Again, I could absolutely do an entire stream where I could talk about all the things I think they could fix. But I'd rather talk about the things that I enjoy doing.
At the end of the day, I look forward to Daily Reset every day so that I can spend a load of energy trying to farm up my characters. So I look forward to it and enjoy it when it comes.
This isn't that bad because people participate. It's not a bad argument. Here's the thing. If people actually stop participating and or protesting something, they do address it. They watch the numbers. If it's sufficiently turning people off, that's how they decide that it needs to be addressed. You're not the only one who gets tired of hearing people cry. I don't know why people come here to cry. There's a bunch of people. I'll be happy to call out. Our Conrad Bane likes to come here and cry. Apocalypse likes to come here and cry. Seal's new, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he's just in a crying mood today. But and there's more. I can call him out as I see him. You know who you are if you're in the chat. Busy likes to come here and cry. Some people just need to come and have a good cry, I guess. You're welcome to come here and cry, but I'm not here to hold your hand. I am enjoying the game. Again, I'm happy to have a reasonable discussion about what features they should and shouldn't improve, but
because you're the most influential content creator, that you're the one they're going to come to for that. Always.
They think that you have some sort of poll. I've seen that a lot, where they think you have a poll, and if they complain to you, you'll go and complain on their behalf.
I remember Apocalypse for the Whoa They Broke Blitz. Oh, Apocalypse. I remember Apocalypse distinctly for he phrases every question as negatively as possible. Like, even if he's unsure, like, if you look at, like, the deal, right, the Legacy Orb deal, he was asking my opinion on, like, should I buy the Legacy Orb deal, but he didn't ask, should I buy the Legacy Orb deal? He went, that's garbage for late game players, right? Which is the same question, but phrased as negatively as possible, just so he could call something garbage. Some people just always in a boo-hoo mood.
Only cry for me? What?
Alright, I know what you guys need. Here's what we're gonna do, alright? We're gonna do a giveaway for a box of Kleenex. For you guys. Alright, I'm gonna open it up on Gleam, I'll give you guys the link, and one lucky winner is gonna get a box of Kleenex.
You should do a cooking stream. Just cook everyone in the stream a bunch of Whamburgers.
Want to bet that I never used the word garbage? Maybe you didn't use the word garbage, but you said not worth buying or something like that. Do you read comments on Foxneck's Facebook post full of unhappy whining? Some.
Oh yeah, the Twitter ones.
Honestly, 50% of anything on any of Foxneck's social media is add so-and-so to the game. That's like half the comments. Add Silver Server, add Doc Ock, add Emma Frost, add. Which, I get it. They're excited.
Give us farmable this, give us farmable that.
Careful, because of Corona, a lot of people may enter. We need gold.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Well, start the protest. Get on Reddit and start the protest. What node of DD3 are you on? Node 8. Did you get a new Loot Cakes code? Not yet, but I will be soon.
What is
oh,
soon?
If you're always in a boohoo mood and you're always negative, then go to London. You'll fit right in.
Oh.
Fun fact, the reason it's so rainy in London is because all of the tears of all of the citizens are constantly evaporating and falling back down as condensation. Precipitation. Sorry.
Wow. I would say
Thanks,
Paris
Charles.
and New York are worse, though.
Well, New York could certainly use the box of Kleenex, I'll tell you that.
I don't know. You guys,
Paris?
you guys
Have you ever been to Paris?
No, I've never been to Paris.
Everyone's so fucking miserable in Paris. Especially to foreigners, but also just in general.
I just realized this is 4 freaking tanks. This is unnecessary. Jack Lamb, thanks for the sub. $10 red stars. Done. Done deal. What quality of life features would you like to see added into the game? There's a handful. I want a duel and practice mode. I want to see Blitz allow all game mode aspects, and what I mean by that is like I want war specific abilities, I want raid specific abilities, I want all those things enabled in Blitz, so Blitz is just a sandbox mode. But yeah, I want the duel or practice mode, which we're kind of getting with live PvP, but it's still like a roundabout way to simulate it by you have to have another person to participate in it, but whatever. I want more save squads, and preferably save squads by game mode, of course. I think I would probably overhaul the Ultimus orbs into an Ultimus store, where you could buy things with your Ultimus credits. They could be absurdly expensive, but at least you'd be working towards them. So there's that. Made me start playing this game and having a blast. I'm happy to hear that.
That's similar to
tier list infographic coming soon. Yes.
Yeah, the show.
How about Don't Buy Red Star with Milestone 365? Could be awesome. I think you meant do a maybe buy Red Star with Mobile Gamer, and I've done a few of them, but he doesn't like to participate unless someone sponsors his orbs. You look cute. Thanks. Damn it.
He was in the only ever non-casino Wars.
Yes, and among others, but yes, he was. There'll probably be more of those, though, especially if we end up doing the tournament. What's your favorite thing about the game?
We might do a tournament?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were doing a PvP tournament. Are you doing a World Wars tournament as well?
Both of these things are possibilities, so...
They don't have to be mutually exclusive.
If you get fixated on thinking your luck should be greater than it is, you're going to enjoy any game a lot less than you could be. Probably true. What's your favorite thing about the game? Probably Alliance War. Alliance War's fun.
See, I have to say that's the thing I enjoy probably the least, but that's just me.
I'm challenged regularly in War. War is the mode where I see fights where I'm like, this is gonna be close. I'm actually excited doing the war fights where I'm like, maybe this will work, maybe it won't.
I'm so sick of doing the same like thing to rush down to this room and seeing the same like teams. Like obviously I know everyone has the same teams, but it's just like I don't know. I just shrug at it. I'm like, it's an obligation at this point.
Do you still stream on Twitch? Sometimes, but not that often. Cass Ultimus with his red stars may end up DD3. Does he become God status? No. I was thinking he would, but we actually looked at his stats. No. His focus is awful.
Well, I mean, they're only giving him 5, right? If they gave him 7, do you think he'd be better? No?
Well, do I think 7 red stars would be better than 5 red stars?
No. Do I think would he be God tier or better than what you?
No.
Okay.
He would be better than what he currently ranks. He wouldn't be God tier.
Okay, and that's what I was wondering.
The fix for that is for Fox to drop off defense and offense tags. No. Again, I want this to apply to raid and stuff as well. There's raid exclusive. There's Dark Dimension and raid exclusive. Do you need donations or want donations? Depends on the phrasing. I won't die if I don't get donations, but I need donations for the content to continue. If I don't get donations, then I can't afford the rent and the internet and everything, so all the content would stop. So Khasino, as you know me, needs donations to continue to exist.
Until such time as you hook up with that sugar daddy of a sponsor.
Yeah, I need a mega juicy sponsor.
Or just a sugar daddy.
Or just a sugar daddy.
One who really doesn't expect much. Or one who falls in love with me, immediately puts me in his will, and then kicks the bucket would probably be the best.
So you're looking at some kind of octogenarian or something.
You know what I need to do is I need to meet a really rich older person and introduce them to a friend with corona right after convincing them to.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
oh man,
That's so bad.
that's bad even for me, dude. And I love dark humor.
If you marry a military person, then they won't be around very often, and you get their benefits if they die.
Greasy. Tiger King could have been your sugar daddy. I think he would have expected some things that he would not have received.
Or also like says he pays in meth, not money.
Yeah. Meth and butt sex. Which, I mean, if you've got those two things, what do you need money for? Am I right, guys?
So true.
Been seeing a lot of Raid or Ridge Wallet sponsor videos. Well, you're going to see at least one more Raid sponsor video through me. Actually, probably a couple more. But Ridge Wallet hasn't approached me yet.
Did you figure out what video you were putting that ad into?
Still no, because I've been trying to get that ad done, which there was a hiccup there. I had to wait for something on their end. But I'm leaning towards making a video about the fix to the Red Star rework that I really want to see. So. Dark jokes are like children with cancer, they never get old. I like it.
Oh, man.
Which mutant do you like for DD3? Sabretooth, Mr. Sinister, Mystique, Magneto, Juggernaut? Magneto, followed by Sinister. Where's the link for tier info? Go on my Discord server and ask for it. They'll have it for you.
See, that reminds me of something that got me in trouble at work.
Do you actually play Raid Shadow Legends for at least 12 minutes every month for sure? Yeah.
My boss, my old
Sometimes
boss, was singing through the store, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, it's a great thing." And my coworker joined in, and I was like, "Oh, you guys putting on an album?" They're like, "Yeah, we'll put on a collab dropping this Christmas." I was like, "You know who really benefits from that collaboration? The deaf." And she like stopped dead in her tracks, turned to me and goes, "That's not funny." I was like, "What? They didn't hear it." I ended up having to sign a write-up.
Hey Khasino, how did you get your YouTube channel to grow? I watered it every day with the tears of salty bitches, and it grew.
Perfect fucking response.
You get a high five for that, sir.
Thank you.
If I had money, I would have given you money for that. That would have been my virtual high five. Just wait till my unemployment checks come.
Raid in particular compensates. I mean, they have different plans for different creators, but me personally, it's per ad. I hate you. Thank you for growing my channel. He went to plow the fields of Reddit for salt. Yeah. I'm on a mission to make the internet a better place. It's going very, very slowly.
Jesus, that's quite a mission.
You
It
remind
is.
me. That reminds me of there's a cartoon comic of a lady calling her husband to bed, and he said, "Not now, dear. I can't come. Someone is wrong on the internet."
Yeah. That's been me before. I literally, like, hey, didn't you say you were going to get this done today? Yeah, but I got into an argument with an idiot on Reddit instead.
Does that excuse
who would
actually
you
work?
like to be sponsored by? Pornhub, for sure.
Astroglide.
Not as much, no. But, I mean, there's a lot of people stuff I use. You know, be happy to be sponsored by, like, I don't know, Logitech, just gotta think, like, anything I use regularly, any food or drink or anything that I use regularly. Good luck converting weebs into decent human beings.
Spot.
Actually, my entire mod staff is weebs.
That Hungry Man dinner sponsor.
I would absolutely accept a Hungry Man sponsor.
I want to see that video.
It'll just be me eating my Hungry Man.
It'll be him
You
eating
would
like
kill
6
that
of them.
video.
It'll be easy. Big, this is delicious. I love these. You guys should get them. Use my code to get 10% off your online orders. That'd be it.
Salisbury steak.
I actually do have an affiliate BlueStacks sponsor. I do have a link for BlueStacks, and in all my videos, you can find it towards the bottom of the description. Can you even be
Yeah, by the way,
sponsored by Pornhub on YouTube without getting demonetized? Yes.
By the way, how do you get that BlueStacks thing?
You talk to someone over there.
Talking. Yeah, that's
Email them.
Yeah, I should.
Sponsored by Housing Association of America. Give you a house every month. Oh yeah, I do a house giveaway every month. Hell yeah. Hot Pockets. I don't actually like Hot Pockets that much. I don't dislike them. Like, I would accept a Hot Pocket sponsorship in 2 seconds, but I would love to be sponsored by Arby's. I actually do love Arby's. I'm one of the only people, I think, that really loves Arby's. Most people hate Arby's for some reason.
What? I love Arby's.
I think they're great. I was watching, I was watching something yesterday, and someone just asked, like, hey, what's your favorite fast food restaurant? Or your top 3 favorite? And they're like, everyone I've ever asked, no one ever says Arby's. Ever. Well, I would have.
Can we get you a salt sponsorship?
But you get Del Taco, but you couldn't stay in your seat long enough to finish the stream.
Yeah. I don't need a diarrhea sponsorship.
Well, but then that leads right into the Depend sponsor.
That's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Tums or
Alternative
something.
revenue streams, man.
How do you get sponsors? You email them or they email you. What is Arby's? No, it's Arby's.
See,
I
that
really do,
reminds me.
Balon. I very much do.
There was actually a streamer I remember that I used to talk to a lot. He was trying to get sponsored by JG Wentworth. He was like trying his hardest to get sponsored by them.
Who?
JG Wentworth?
No, who was trying to get sponsored by them?
Brown Man. Do you know who that is?
No.
No. He was a part of Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter.
Wouldn't it be crazy if Ghost Rider Passive applied to Hella's Greg? Crazy is not the word you're looking for. Broken is.
Yeah, it'd just be a win every mode every time kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
One shot DD3 nodes.
Oh, that's shotgun blast. Oh.
What goes well with leftover chicken?
I typically stream every
Chili
day,
con carne.
starting. The recent schedule has been literally daily on YouTube between 6 and 7 p.m. If you, I always put a post right when I start streaming or shortly after in the Discord. So you can just look in my announcements channel on Discord and you'll see every day there's an announcement when I go live. You'll never miss it.
Or subscribe to the channel and set notifications.
I would not mind a Pizza Hut sponsorship. I would get fat as hell, but their stuffed crust is amazing. Cars for Kids? Oh, God. I don't know if I could be sponsored by Cars for Kids. That's rough.
Stuffed
You could
baked
be the
potato
next
goes
Jared.
well.
You could be the next Jared.
Oh, baked
from
potato?
Subway.
I don't have it. Oh,
Be the
potatoes
next
take
what?
ages though.
What about a chicken sandwich?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a chicken sandwich.
You could always cook up some fried rice. That would go well with it.
Corey, I have mixed feelings on that. I feel like it definitely sucks, right? It's not really good for anyone. I'm in the group of people that benefited from it, but again, like other people having their progress slowed doesn't really benefit me. You know, if they were going to overtake me, they're going to be overspending or outspending me anyway. But having said that, I think that change to the AI is a good thing because it was making hella just like a loophole to things that are supposed to be otherwise more difficult. But doing it after some people are to reap the benefit is shitty. So I'm glad that it got changed overall, but the way it was handled here just sucks for most people, which is not good. So they should do something about it. Like everyone who hasn't completed it should get a nice package of T4s. I have been seeing people say like, oh, everyone who has done it should have it reset, which I don't know about that. It's not the worst solution, but I feel like there's a better solution than taking something away from people. Like it's kind of fair, but no one else will see it that way. Anyone who has completed it, none of them are gonna be like, no, it's fine, take it away from me, I deserve it. They're all gonna immediately start crying.
Right.
And some of them won't be able to beat it once they've unbeat it. So to them, it's just like, oh, I just get less ability mats. Well, fuck you guys. So even though it's not horribly unfair to do it that way, it would just like immediately make pretty much everyone in that camp furious. What is Corey talking about? Ban everyone who took advantage of it? Oh, well, alright, goodbye. You'll never see me again because I'm banned.
That's the dumbest thing.
But that's, I mean, taking it back would be kind of like saying, oh, the Minerva event has to be permanent so that everyone has a chance to do it. It's like, you know, you were either around to do it originally or you were.
I don't like this about the company, but Foxnex does not mind sending the message of like, oh, look, if you would have just wailed out on one of the new characters, you would have been fine. So it's going to be tougher for you because you didn't buy the new character. Sorry to hear that. But it's not how I would do it, but they don't mind if the lesson learned is, damn, I should have bought Hela. Fuck, marry, kill Black Widow, Courtney, and Zeke's. Well, right away we're going to kill Black Widow because she's the most dangerous and formidable, and I would prove myself as a warrior. And I think I'll marry Zeke's because she's still employed and has benefits, and then I'll fuck Courtney because it's business as usual.
How do you just not sleep on the couch perpetually?
Well, here's the thing, right? Courtney's going to be unhappy with any answer to that question, except, like, she's not going to care about the kill, but I don't think she'd be happy with her not being marry and fuck, and she could only ever be one, so I don't think that it's like, well, you gave the best answer you could. She's just going to be butthurt anyway.
See, that reminds me of what was it? My buddy's question, and this is awful, but he said your girlfriend or your wife swaps bodies with your mother.
Yeah,
the only way to get it back to normal.
A, that was on Answer the Internet, and B, I asked that question. Well, I answered that question, as did Valley Flying and Cynic Alex on my Hot Ones thing that we did for 20,000 YouTube subs.
My answer was I'd just shoot myself.
Oh, well. Then they would be stuck in the wrong bodies and both be grieving over you being dead. So, congratulations, you've upset everyone. You could have saved them.
No.
I mean, it's probably fairer to blame the person that swapped their bodies rather than the person that refused to fuck their mother to save them.
Right, but obviously the person who swapped their bodies isn't going to fix it, so, you know, while the person who could have fixed it is not solely responsible, when they opt not to, they become partially responsible, I suppose. There's no saving them? No, what it is they switch back. If you want to understand the question, so you guys can answer it for yourselves, the question is if your mother and your girlfriend switched bodies, and you had to have sex with one of them to switch them back, what do you do? Your move, internet. In Alabama, same difference. Yeah.
The question didn't involve a goat, so the internet's not interested.
This is why glory holes were invented. Oh yeah?
What?
Is that why?
This is why, for this very specific, like, magical question, this is why.
My mother and girlfriend die in the wrong body? Wow, you don't love your girlfriend or your mom enough. Become gay, I guess? Alright, that guy also doesn't love his mother or his girlfriend.
That's the right response. That was my buddy's response too. It's just, he's like, I just become gay.
Fucked either way, I guess. Again, it's which is the lesser of the two evils. It's not that you're supposed to have a grand old time with either option. If mother fucks girlfriend, does it reverse? No, but if you just bite the bullet and go for the three-way, then you swap them back, and you're a goddamn champion.
No, absolutely not. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Would you rather have your parents watch every time you have sex or never have sex again?
I feel like we asked that one too.
Well, I mean, I already live one of those, so.
My mom has passed away, so it only leaves me one choice. What if it would also revive her? Surely you go mother, so your mother doesn't have to be part of that. Right, but then you have to do it with your mom's body, so it's a matter of could you. If you have the grit to, close your eyes and get through it.
I don't think the grit is the right word.
Drug the mom in the daughter's body?
That was my buddy's response. That I was gonna say it, but that was literally.
Here's what you do:
said.
you give them both way too much ecstasy, and you just see who jumps you first.
Oh. How do you out like my terrible friends? How?
Put a bag over their head, switch them back, and then one of them suffocated. I know what you meant.
Oh my god, awful people. Friends with awful people.
Probably go for my girlfriend's body anyway. My mom would probably not want to swap back. That's the right answer.
Okay, that's a good answer.
That's basically the answer I gave. I was like, well, I don't think I could go through with it if it wasn't my girlfriend's body. And I guess my mom will just have to get shown a good time. That's really it. Right, I couldn't dare. Seems to me you just do both of them so both of them feel equally awkward. You're a generous lover.
No, that's not how that works. You don't.
What if your mom and girlfriend are already the same person? Then you're probably already fucked.
You're probably in Alabama.
Or you're from Arkansas.
Yeah.
What if you have two dads? Situation hasn't changed.
I mean, you still had a mom, though. Yeah, at some point.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like, if you have two dads, there was still a mother involved at a point, if you exist.
Just get a new girlfriend, but then you're leaving them both screwed.
Yeah.
What if I'm asexual?
Oh, you're leaving them both unscrewed.
True. Yeah, I'll just do this.
1 second.
The mum's not screwed. She's
okay. I don't mind that. Let's do. I never watched the Serbian film. Oedipus? Yeah. You get Oedipus wrecked. You guys are having a good time tonight? We try. When's the new promotion system coming? The 15th. Why is this still showing us 4? Oh, there must be one down here. I knew it. Nope, don't need that. Do we know who the next character or group is on or around the 15th for Red Star Orb draws? Probably Corvus. Alright, show me something I need. No. Show me something I need. No. Show me something I need. No. 3 green. Blech. 3 green.
Green, best color though.
Alright, we'll just go ahead and claim this then. Cool. Shouldn't you save those? Yes, people should save them. Alright, we've got DD3 to do. We'll do a little bit more arena. And we'll do raid. Well, every time I do arena I win and I keep falling farther back and it's the same person. This guy does not enjoy me beating him. He keeps flinging me farther back.
Yeah, I deal with that a lot too.
How can he fling you further back than where you are? Someone else would have had to beat you as well.
I didn't look at how far back I got flung, but it could have been a slingshot. Can you do a new final boss of Blitz? Do you have 5 characters at 6 red star gear tier 14? I think so. I think with Minerva. I think I can. Good call. Yeah, and Shuri, I think I can. Do you know the rewards for the new red star event? Nope.
Alright, what'd I miss?
Whole lot of nothing.
Is 10th node the hardest of DD2? I don't think so.
Actually, that was a question I had for you. Of all the nodes you've fought so far in DD3, you say it was the hardest?
Do we know how many promo credits we'll be getting in the orbs? I don't understand the question. Which orbs? What are you talking about?
The new red stars.
Right, but so far, the only thing we know about any of it is that they're adding at a minimum 50 total between the 2 side pillars to normal red star orbs. And that 1 red star are going to give 200 instead of the original 100.
See, I think people think that there's going to be actual like promo credits on the side pillars.
Yeah, that's, well, Elite 4, not promo credit.
Oh, okay. That's what people are saying, was that that there's going to be actual promo credits, like the silver tokens, and they're wondering how many of those are going to be on the sides. So the answer is none.
Courtney, since you're here, I got a weird question for you. So someone asked me, fuck, marry, kill you, Zeke's, and Black Widow. So I said, obviously, I'm gonna kill Black Widow because she's the most dangerous, and I have to assert that I'm more lethal than an assassin. But then chat wasn't sure which you would be more offended by. Would you want to be fuck or marry? We're asking because we want to know which.
I literally can't.
I know, I love you too. She
We're never gonna
stormed out of the room.
again.
Well,
This is Day Dice.
well,
This is last stream.
she just stormed out of the room. That was good. Good job.
Why did you do that?
Damn it, chat. No.
And he's sleeping on the
Yeah,
couch.
normally
And the
she has a
internet
better.
kills another relationship.
Normally she has a better sense of humor than that.
Do you have a very comfy couch, Khasino?
Did you not do a day 27? So there's a couple things. One, you have to look at, did I stream every day? There's been 1 or 2 streams in these 30 days that I was busy making a video. And then also, sometimes the stream itself is titled something else. If it was like a 0 to 5 million, it might have been day 27. If it was, you know, whatever. Other stuff. The tier list stream was still a day. So, COVID-19 got him willing to risk everything. Again, she normally has a better sense of humor than that. It'll be alright. I'm not too worried about it.
It'll be alright.
Everything's gonna be fine. Call her back to ask the mother-girlfriend question.
Oh god, no, please. Please, for the love of God.
Don't blame us for this.
Technically, I brought it up so you can blame me. But yeah, which of the nodes that you've fought so far in Dark Dimensions 3 would you say is the hardest one?
You know, both of those girls should be flattered that I chose either of them over Scarlett Johansson, okay? That's all I'm saying.
That's a fair point.
Livepool getting love in chat. Seems like a legend.
What's that? I haven't been reading chat. What are they saying?
The English bloke on your stream, the computer scientist fella, seems like a legend. I'm not just saying that because I am English. Please do an interview him. Thank you.
Oh. Appreciate that, Barry. I do my best. Whereabouts are you from in England?
What was she mad about? The question. Someone needs to send Zeke's this clip. Yeah, that could only help.
Technically, Zeus can't report you to HR, right?
No, she can't report me to HR.
But yeah, Khasino, of the nodes that you've done in DD3 so far, what would you say is the hardest one?
Third.
Third one?
Oh yeah. Node 3 is the worst so far.
Is that the Black Panther one?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that looks. It should be easier now, though, right?
It's easier, but it's still just a ton of really fast brawlers that kill you very quickly, and it's still very likely that BP gets a kill. And if BP gets a kill, then it's gonna keep going.
Hmm. Because I remember you going up against those Iron Fists, and that looked brutal.
How did you get through those two Iron Fists in the end? Just chipping away at Luke Cage, or?
Yeah, he killed Luke Cage first, and then after Cage was died, he was able to actually focus down one of the Iron Fists.
Deadpool node is a huge hassle, so is the Red Skull node after it? Oh, that must be DD2.
See, that was the only one I had trouble with, was the Deadpool node.
I'm actually having trouble with a Deadpool on a node before the Deadpool node. So that's gonna be fun when I actually get to his node.
I know the node you're talking about too. I know exactly the one.
Yeah, it's node 7.
Mm-hmm. That's what everyone else in my stream who's doing DD2 is having trouble with, and we were talking about that.
Well, it's because I brought Yo-Yo, and she just full heals him every time he takes a turn.
Yep. Wait till you get to that node. And there's 4 Deadpools in the field.
Yeah, not fun. And you can't even use Minerva to kill him either.
Mm-hmm. I had Shield Security putting a slow on him, too. And Minerva putting a bleed on him. So I was just there for like 3 days. And then I had Quake, so she was putting slows on him. It just became a nightmare. I was just full healing every Deadpool the entire time I was there.
How'd you end up getting around that?
I actually using Nick Fury most of the time in his summons, because his summons didn't have the focus to apply a negative effect.
I am on the same arena shard as Valley and OMG, yes.
I'm gearing up Thanos to replace yo-yo right now.
I wonder if people are putting too much stock in Thanos and the Black Order right now. I mean, obviously Maul's gonna be ridiculous, but
Do you want a really random question that I got asked earlier today?
yes.
Why not?
Would you rather just become a new person, like someone that has been a person all this time, but just any other random person in the world every year? So you just become that person. It could be anyone. Or would you rather randomly teleport every time you sneeze?
The person one.
Think about it. You could become someone that's in prison, or
Yeah, but see, here's the problem. If I sneeze, how much of the planet is water? the odds of me landing on land are very...
That's a fair point. What if you were guaranteed to land on land?
Oh yeah, I land in the middle of Sahara, I'd be dead in 20 minutes.
Yeah, there's so much
Land in the
wilderness.
Arctic.
Way too much wilderness.
Yeah, exactly. Wilderness,
If
Arctic.
you can make yourself sneeze and keep re-rolling, I guess you'd be okay.
Yeah, carry pepper on yourself at all times.
Or if you could just
typically sneeze
imitate
in
a
threes.
sneeze. Yeah, I would be all over the goddamn place.
Same here. I would just be blinking in and out of everywhere
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah. See, my friend asked me this question, and my friend had a brilliant response, which was he would take a whole thing of like pepper and shit he was allergic to. He'd go and rob a bank, and the minute like he was done with and had all the money on himself, he'd just sneeze and he'd be gone.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Someone asked you that question.
Yeah, because there's $1 million butt question on Rooster Teeth on the $1 million butt stuff they have, which was you get $1 million, but for the rest of your life you teleport every time you sneeze.
Oh. Okay.
They did that about 2-3 years ago on their channel.
I totally
That's
take
fine.
that.
I
But it
wouldn't know how much water, because they didn't stipulate that. You just be in water all the time.
Yeah, I think the water thing kind of sucks. But if you
Yeah.
were guaranteed to be on land, then you would just fucking like...
If you guaranteed me that I'd be within like 2 miles of a city,
Genre,
Just make-
sneeze in the shower,
make-
end up in Times Square in December, naked and wet.
exactly. See, that's like, way too random. I have one for Khasino actually.
Okay, what you got?
You get $1 million, but for the next 5 years of your life, you can only wear shirts and pants that are 3 sizes too small.
Done.
You do it?
Yeah.
You look so foolish at TwitchCon.
I don't know if I would go.
You wouldn't.
But here's
On stream, you'd look ridiculous.
So here's the thing.
Put those things in your Daisy Dukes.
If we're looking for like a workaround, it doesn't say that you can't wear things over that. So I could just wear a trench coat over that. Be like, I'm the trench coat streamer. Hey everybody.
The trench coat. How does it sound vaguely threatening?
Because it's a trench coat.
Oh my god. That makes it worse. Imagine if you had to wear a trench coat that was 3 sizes too small.
We'd have our the first time we know someone.
I would
else
literally
to
just
come
rebrand and make like twitch.tv/tidyt.
Oh my god. That's great.
Someone sees under the trench coat and makes it 100 times creepier. Yeah, the guy looking up my trench coat would certainly make it creepier.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Sweatpants 3 sizes too small stretch. That's good too.
Oh.
The loopholes.
I don't know. I still think that would be very uncomfortable to wear.
It would be uncomfortable, but that's the thing is you literally get it in like really stretchy material, and then it would just become like, well, now I have $1 million, so I don't have to go to work, so I can just spend all day at the gym. So I would just get in decent enough shape that while I'd still look ridiculous, like if you have passable enough body. It's like, well, I hate your choice of wardrobe, but at least it's not 1,000% offensive to my eyes. So,
Yeah, fair point.
just invent a clothing brand with clothes that are 3 sizes bigger than normal. My actual concern is that, like, if you moved, it would just tear off.
Yeah. That was...
I put on, like, shirts and pants sometimes that are 1 size too small, and I'm like, oh, I don't have full motion here. So 3 sizes too small, it would just be like...
It's only for a couple of years, too, so...
You said 5, but...
Yeah, well, that's 5 years. That's not bad. I knew I wasn't gonna have enough room.
Now when your clothes are 3 sizes too small, you ain't gonna have enough room.
Oh, No, I'm trying to install Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, yeah.
Would you rather?
Yeah, that's the other thing is even though I wouldn't have to, I would just like shove a sock in the shorts, just like go really over the top with it. Like, why am I wearing these clothes, you ask? So I can really emphasize the parts of me that the world deserves to see. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to drive away in my Ferrari.
And just then you hear the sirens.
Not for me.
Would you rather never have to be in traffic again, or never have to wait in line again?
Line.
Yeah, line's probably more painful. Like, I've only been in traffic that I couldn't deal with, but had to anyway in my life, like 5 times total.
I don't drive, so...
And not having to wait in line saves you so much time. I would just go to places that always had giant lines just because I would get to skip all the lines.
You need to mute the stream right now.
You could earn so much
my
money
God.
buying theater tickets.
Okay, hold on. I have to have
those huge.
I have to have an awkward, uncomfortable conversation with my girlfriend in the middle of the stream. 1 second, everybody.
Oh no. We did this.
Hold on, wait, why'd you mute your mic?
Because he has to have this conversation.
She's pregnant.
I don't drive, so the line one would definitely be what I would do.
Yeah, same.
Traffic is a
Okay,
lot. I think.
Okay, who can read lips?
Not me.
No, I can't either. What was that? What was another one?
How much would you have to get paid so that if you?
I'm sorry, what? How much would I have to get paid for what?
Every time you saw someone wearing anything green, you had to high five them and could not do anything else until you high fived them.
Is this like a lump sum, or can I get like? Is it?
But
money
you can pay to get out of high fiving them each time. How much would you be willing to pay?
$10.
That's the
I'd probably
most.
just high 5 of them.
See, no, like if you're paying me to high,
Fucking
like,
no. So either you have to high five them or you pay a certain amount. How much would you be willing to pay?
the most I'm willing to pay is probably $20 because I'd run out of money fast. I live in Boston. I live around a bunch of Irish people that wear green constantly.
Oh, there are some certain
Go
awkward
broke in
situations
30
that-
seconds. What are you talking about? 20 bucks?
$20, yeah, $20 a person, dude. Do you know how many people come into my job wearing green every day? At least 100 people.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you could just be the
If I
guy
had
that.
to-
So then you want to pay $2,000 a day?
No, I'd never leave my house. I'd stay inside. See, that was one which was you get $1 million, but for the rest of your life, every time you meet someone, the first time you interact with them, you have to hug them for 30 seconds. You cannot not hug them. would you take it?
You just get charged with sexual assault, I think.
Well, I wouldn't talk to people. Like, the worst would be a cop. You get pulled over by a police officer, and then you, like he walks up, he says something to you, you get out of the car and try to hug him.
I mean, it just wouldn't. There are situations where it just wouldn't be possible to hug them for 30 seconds without like genuinely being charged with sexual assault.
Well, you'd have to. That's the whole point. Do you take the money?
But you just can't sometimes.
Oh, you can tell this. Oh boy.
How much would you have to get paid if you had to start every conversation by asking them if they'll have sex with you? Doesn't matter.
How much would I have to get paid?
Yeah, you have. Doesn't matter who you're
20
talking to. Every conversation starts with, "Do you want to have sex with me?"
20 grand.
20 grand.
20 grand.
That's it?
Wait, 20 grand for what?
If you have to start every conversation with "Will you have sex with me?" Doesn't matter who you're talking to. That is the start of every conversation.
Oh, yeah, not much.
20 grand.
Then
You have to cover every sexual harassment lawsuit.
I think it would
give me $1 million.
I think it would pay for itself if you got one unexpected yes you were hoping for.
But it includes family members as well. Any conversation you have.
Right, but you just tell your family members, like, I have a really weird form of Tourette's. It's happened late in life. I'm sorry that you guys have to deal with it.
Just carry on a card that says like what's wrong and what you're about to ask.
Yeah,
them.
But you
Just
would
hand
have
that
to
them.
start even that conversation out with, "Do you want to have sex?"
Right, and then I would explain it. Your parents would hear you out beyond that first line, and yeah, I would make a T-shirt that literally said like, "I start every conversation rudely," and then people would walk up like, "What's your shirt about?" I'm like, "Do you want to have sex with me?"
Could I? I have a clarification question. Could I just like go mute? Like do I have to?
Joss took a vow of silence.
Yeah. Like would I have to do it with sign language too? Saying like,
Mike C, I think Shuri is the better choice over Minerva for you.
Minerva would be absolutely. Would you rather have $1 million or $1 every hour of the day for the rest of your life? 1 hour every day.
Really?
Well, I mean, think about it. Like $1 million is a lump sum, but if I live for 50 years, I'm getting $24 a day every day, like over a course of everything. Like, yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. But you would have to wait quite a while before that made a difference.
Well,
Like
yeah, but I plan on living a long time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but $1 million right now, I would never have to work again. That would just change my life.
See, I imagine £1 million, but like where I live, like no, $1 million, like you could lose that here in America in like a month.
You could, of course, but not the way I live at the moment, anyway.
$700 a month. Yeah. That's the thing, though. $1 million, though, like I'd be way too afraid of that. My family would come out of the woodwork, like asking for money and everything. If I only got $24 a day at the end of a month, that would be way more beneficial because I could hide that. I could hide that from people and family.
So you're not ever going to break past that $1 million.
Yeah, whatever.
It's $8,760 a month. So even after 100 years, you're only at $876,000.
I'd still take that.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. It's less money, and you also have to wait for it. I mean, there's no benefit.
Right, but the problem is if I have that $1 million, again, I'm going to get bombarded by people in my life. If I take the other stuff, I can at least hide that, and I can keep that, and that will be my work income, so that I can focus on Twitch and YouTube and other stuff.
That's just dumb.
Well, I mean, be around my family. My mother borrowed $600
learn to
from
say
me on my
no.
birthday. No,
I mean,
there is no saying no.
worst
It's
case-
my family. No, that's not a problem.
Worst case scenario, you can just put the $1 million in a bank account that pays you $1 a minute. If that's what you really want, but then at least you've got more money.
Honestly, what I really want is my family to just, I don't know, go somewhere else forever.
Dark.
I mean, you haven't met my family. You'd understand.
How you doing, Khasino?
He looks like he's doing fantastic.
I've been better.
Yeah, he's muted. Just does math like math is rough, Peter. Math is rough. It's probably my second worst subject in high school.
It's my favorite.
It was my hardest one. English was the hardest, but math was the second.
I'm a dyslexic, but good with numbers.
See, I'm dyslexic. That's why it was hard, because I wasn't diagnosed with it till I was an adult. My wife actually made me go get tested. She goes, "We're gonna take you to this thing, and you're gonna go sit down and talk to this person." And they're like, "Yeah, you're dyslexic." I'm like, "I am."
People our age weren't diagnosed when they're. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Yeah, I'm 32. Yeah, people our age just weren't diagnosed as kids.
No, they just called
Brandy
me.
is coming in with the zingers.
They just
Was it
called me.
actually your second worst, or did you just count wrong and it was actually the worst?
What was your so your favorite subject was math? Was that also your best subject?
Yeah, and maths and science is the only thing I can do. I can't write or read to save my life.
I say I was really good with history, memorizing dates and numbers. Like I was really good at it. I don't know why.
I was okay with history. I'm okay at remembering facts, but I just couldn't write essays.
If I was allowed to type them up, I could do like a lot of good there. Let's see what Loki can do. Oh no!
5 out of 4 Josses are bad at fractions.
That's funny.
Who
was that?
Dude, Peter is always fucking with me. Every time I get in the chat, he's always got something ready for me. Peter, how come you don't come to my chat and fuck with me like this?
Yeah, change the $1 million to change it to $100,000. Now, what would you do? So you could get more if you wait, but I'd still rather take it up front. Like $100,000 would just change my life.
See, that's actually something I'm wondering. How much or how little would change your life, like completely? Like what is an amount that would be like that's all I need to completely change my life?
Depends if I want to keep working or not. If I want to keep working, like 20,000 probably would change my life.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying.
If I want to stop working, then it would be more like 200,000.
See, I would use that here because that's what my wife did. Like, she bought an apartment complex, so she's a landlord, and like there's a bunch of stuff you can do here in America to actually like become a landlord for only like $10,000, just depending on what state you're in. So 20,000 would be enough to do that, start that, and then I could literally just not work. That would be what I would live off of, and I would do YouTube, Twitch, and continue to grow that.
Sorry, who is the Brit in VC was my question, Brad? What does that mean? I assume that's aimed at me, but
Vrondius is in chat, but not voice chat, and so that person was asking him who the Brit was in voice chat.
Liverpool.
Oh, VC stands for my name's Liverpool.
Liverpool. I keep wanting to call you Liverpool, and I'm like, is that offensive?
No, everyone mistakes it for Liverpool. It was my gamer tag before I even knew what Liverpool was. I wasn't even in England, but yeah, I've kept it since I was very small.
Yeah, see, that's the same with Joss. Joss I made when I was... Oh god, how old was I? Like 20, I want to say? Maybe 19? I love that Khasino thought my name was actually Joss, like, this whole time. Like, that was my actual name. Like, my birth name.
Nah, dude, Liverpool sucks. Gotta disagree with you there, Death Tyrant.
I've never been, nor do I know anything about Liverpool. I don't know anything about it other than it's a place.
It's the home of the Beatles. It's probably their best claim to fame.
I have a good one for you for there. Would you rather have to, every time you see a full drink, have to go and knock it out of someone's hand?
Every time you see a full drink?
Full drink. Yeah, full drink, you have to go up and knock it out of their hand. Or would you rather, when you see any drink that's unfinished, finish it?
Well, I don't go anywhere, so it doesn't make a difference for me.
Do you have roommates? Because you're going to be knocking a lot of drinks out of their hands.
I mean, I would just go with the first option and just make sure all my friends know not to fill their drinks all the way.
Yeah, but do you ever go
I think I'd have to take the ass whoopings, because I ain't drinking after anybody.
Yeah.
Because the second option means that I literally can't, no one can drink around me, because as soon as they get a drink, I have to finish it.
No. When it's an abandoned drink, like if people leave it at like the end.
Oh, an abandoned drink. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like whatever's left over that they don't finish, you have to finish that.
Oh, I'll take that then. It's a bit disgusting, but at least I can
still
go with my friend.
That'd be so bad. You see like a table of people that leave their drinks, and it's just all like half full, like mixers and wine. You have to go finish all that. Like, excuse me, 1 second.
It sounds like a 100% foolproof way to get coronavirus.
Yeah, the pandemic. That's awful. Oh.
Yeah, short of licking a toilet seat, that's probably the second best way.
What was up with that guy?
Yeah, somebody did that, didn't they?
Yeah, I know. They did. I want to know what that was all about.
He was some kind of influencer, quote unquote, and did it on TikTok or whatever. Snapchat, I'm not even sure which one, but he did it and then ended up in the hospital with coronavirus.
Flawless victory.
So now
my question is, did he actually get corona from that act, or did he already have it?
I mean, you can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe he gave the virus to the toilet.
True, knock ice cream out of... How much for me to knock ice cream out of some kid's hand?
Dude, I do that for free.
Enjoy your ass kicking.
And enough to buy him another ice cream? Like, it would just be funny as long as you...
Now that depends, like, how big is his dad? Oh, every time I see a kid with ice cream, I have to knock it out of his... Jesus. $30,000. I'm not usually around a lot of children, so... Like, I'd hope and pray.
That's probably a good
it.
thing for all children.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing was, my buddy asked me one, which was pretty bad. You get $1 million, but for the rest of your life, anytime you see a sponge, you have to eat it. Like, and I was like, honestly, I don't think that's that bad. I mean, and then
I feel like I don't see that many sponges.
Right,
like,
but
I would just make sure there wasn't one in my own house, and then how many other sponges am I going to see?
Right, but say like you walk through like the mall or something, and there's like a cart with that big dirty mop sponge on it that's been like...
Oh, I'd learn where all the sponge where all the local sponge shops are.
Just avoid them.
You could just pay, if you got that much money, you could just pay to have someone follow you around and be like, hey dude, there's a sponge over there, don't
don't go near it. Yeah. Don't. Oh, that'd be the worst, though. I don't think I would take that, because in the off chance I have to actually eat that whole sponge. Like, no. There's another one that was just great, which was $1 million, but every time you hear the happy birthday song, you have to go over to where it's being sung and eat the entire cake. Every time.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be... You wouldn't finish the cake, though. You'd be getting decked like 9 times out of 10.
I would just, yeah. It would occasionally happen, but like, fuck it. I've got $1 million. What are they gonna do?
I mean, they're gonna kick the shit out of
Sorry,
you.
I'll buy you another cake.
Oh, if I got extra money, I'd just buy a bodyguard.
Just buy a bodyguard.
Exactly.
Just buy a bodyguard. It's like, look, man, I need you to protect me from parents and little kids, because I'm gonna be eating a lot of birthday cake.
I'm about to do something real heinous. You have to make sure they don't put me in the hospital.
Yep. And you're probably not going to need an amazing bodyguard.
I'd probably want to hire like the best bodyguard if I could.
Yeah, the short version is I forgot she was drinking earlier, so while she can normally handle hypothetical bullshit, today was not the day.
Yeah.
Gotta
What,
read
did you get in trouble or something?
So how long are you
bit.
sleeping on the couch for?
That's what I was asking earlier. How comfy is that couch?
Fortunately, she's not strong enough to move me out of the bed.
I don't think that's making the situation any better. So, Khasino, would you take $1 million, but every time you hear "Happy Birthday" song, you have to eat the entire cake?
No.
No?
Not worth
Why
it.
not?
Diabetes sucks.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. The sugar.
You don't hear happy birthday songs enough to get diabetes.
If I had money to go out, I might.
Yeah, true. If he went out and you get banned from restaurants,
or I would just have to just be on high alert all the time. Like what's the distance? Just if it's within earshot, because
if you see the servers, hear the song being sung.
Oh, so I can just
hear
have
the song being sung.
I could just bring earplugs. Like, there's a lot of servers gathering around that table. One sec, really hate this song.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
the one thing is when your kid or your friends learn this about you, they buy like a massive cake and come in singing.
Well, then they're not my friends anymore.
I mean, to be fair, there are very little things that I wouldn't do for $1 million as long as it doesn't kill me or put me in jail.
All right. Well, would you take care of your entire family, extended family? You get $1 million every year. You get $1 million every year. But the week leading up to Christmas, you have to take care of every member of your family while they are completely drunk.
Yep.
Didn't she ask this before?
Yes.
You asked that before.
I asked.
You did, and my answer hasn't changed.
Well, I wonder about what about your kids though? Like, do you think like they're drunk too?
Oh, taking care of drunk kids.
My non-existent kids. Oh man, are they gonna be okay?
Liver, not you, Khasino.
Live pool.
Live pool.
take care of
Keep
my
going to
drunk
Liverpool.
kids.
God damn it.
Well,
Khasino would have to take care of a drunk puppy. That could be interesting.
Let's not feed animals.
I'm not sure he's been sober yet.
What's everyone's opinion on if a dog consumes things like, that you didn't give to them willingly, but then they consumed it? Is it still okay to make fun of them for the result that happens after?
Depends on the thing. If it's serious, no. If it's like a bee, absolutely.
Well, no, it's not. No, it's not like it's not like dark chocolate. No.
I'll give you an example. When me and Courtney had roommates, when Abby was younger, our roommates made a tray of like a whole plate of pot brownies, and they left it on like a dresser that was low to the ground near their bed.
No.
And then they came in and they're like, "Did you guys go in our room and eat all the pot brownies we made?" And we're like, "No." And then the dog like does a sauntering zigzag over to us.
It's like, how you doing?
Yeah, Abby, they did have more in the kitchen, so we did end up partaking in some. So then me, Courtney, and Abby spent the entire day watching TV. That's a true story.
I mean,
she normally she just sleeps and doesn't care what's on the TV, but that day she was watching the TV very intently the entire time.
Dude, stone dogs are so intense when the TV's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, I am beholden to the great knowledge of the magic box. May its wisdom transfer into me. Yeah.
What's your favorite high TV show?
I don't know. The first one that came to mind is Impractical Jokers. That one's pretty great when you're
Yeah.
Yeah,
baked.
not a bad show. Do you guys know the Peep Show in America?
What's your favorite
Do you get
flavor
that?
of dog? I've never eaten dog. That I'm aware of.
Just say yes.
I like watching like YouTube videos if I'm like somewhat stoned.
From a few of my questions, some people like watching live streams.
I was gonna say, like, 'cause I don't watch TV. I don't have TV.
Would you take $1 million if you had to eat 1 million pieces of American cheese in one day? I don't know that that's possible. $1 million is so much more than you think it is.
Yeah, no.
If I could get $1 per piece of cheese, I might try that. See how many I could get through. But like realistically, like even that, I feel like on your 300th piece of American cheese, you'd be like, this is not worth it.
It sucks.
Well, wouldn't cheese have the same kind of problem that like downing a gallon
I would
of milk
eat dog
would?
for $1 billion. Because you could
$1 billion?
you could save so many dogs if you had $1 billion.
Do I have to eat my dog? Is the question.
Right, that's a different
Is the
question.
dog already dead, or do you have to kill it and then prepare it?
Even so, I still, as terrible as it sounds, it would not be a happy day for me. But like, if your dog is going to die, your dog dying a hero, so that you have the influence to make the world a better place for humans, for dogs, etc. Like, $1 billion is a lot of influence in the world. So you can just, it's irresponsible to turn down the ability to do that much good. 1 million to eat 40,000 bananas.
That is a pretty good argument.
That's how I would have to be like, it was the most regrettable day of my life where I did something unforgivable, but I'll spend the rest of my life doing everything I can to make up for it, and my animal, who I love very much, died a hero. So, it really sucks, but there's going to be plenty of upside to focus on for the rest of our lives.
I think it was my dog, even if they were dying. No, the answer is no. Someone else's or a dog I didn't know.
If your dog was already dying?
Khasino, you don't understand. My wife would I wouldn't get to spend the $1 billion. I would be stabbed immediately. My wife would pull a switchblade out of nowhere and literally stab me in the throat before I got the first bite in.
Well, yeah, if you're gonna die, I guess that makes it an easy decision.
Like, she loves
this
dog.
$1 billion is enough to hire security. Probably $1 billion is enough to have your wife whacked so that she's not a threat to you, and win the court case, and have plenty left over.
Then I don't have my wife.
$1 million, but you have to eat a cup of mayonnaise straight up each day for the rest of your life?
I just said buy a new one.
Buy a new wife?
Yeah. You can get like 30 of them.
Khasino, I've been with her for 13 years. I'm not, no.
13's enough, right? That's longer than plenty of relationships go in the first place.
What?
Some people are lucky to make it 13 years.
I can see why you're getting in trouble tonight.
You're grossly underestimating the power $1 billion would have over your wife.
No.
I'll raise the dog, train it to crash.
I'll go ask her right now, and we can settle the debate.
Bro, you're gonna get yourself in trouble too.
Oh,
Then
fuck
you're
it.
gonna
Misery
go
loves
mute
company.
on voice chat.
Misery loves company. I'll do it. Hang on. I'm gonna go do it.
Shall we all just try and get kicked to the couch tonight?
Yes, absolutely.
A team effort.
I can't even do that. My dog took over the couch.
Carol Baskins.
Well, eat it.
Alright, someone finally brought up Carol Baskins.
Well, the dog can go sleep outside.
No, I couldn't do that to my dog. She's like old and grumpy, and I don't know.
Right, no, that $1 million, but you have to eat a cup of mayonnaise every day. I would want to know the health effects of eating a cup of mayonnaise. it sounds like that quantity of that would have negative health effects that may not be offset by 1 million. But if it was healthy and it didn't cause like crazy weight gain or anything, you know, I don't think it's that much of a challenge to just force yourself to gulp it down. It wouldn't be pleasant, but the whole rest of the day would be. So.
Okay, are we talking like? Never mind the fact that mayonnaise is like literally the most disgusting thing in the entire planet.
See, I don't mind.
But,
I don't want to eat a cup of mayonnaise, but I do enjoy mayonnaise on the right foods.
I can't even know that mayonnaise is in something, or I won't be able to eat it. Like, it's that bad.
Eat a big.
So when someone says cup of mayo, it depends. Are they asking like a measuring cup of mayo, or are they?
I was
like
just gonna say that.
Like
yeah.
a plastic cup, like a red cup a solo cup full of mayo.
No,
I assume they
even
mean the
less than that,
shittier
like
one.
those little ones you take pills with.
Oh, that's again. If it's a small quantity, it's not too bad. I was thinking like, you know, like you can have a glass of juice or a glass of mayo, you know, which I assume is what they meant.
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
1 cup of mayonnaise. Again, are we talking like an 8 full
He did
ounce
it, boys.
cup?
Yep, she's not happy with me. She just gave me this look and was like, "You better go back into the room."
Lock the door before she comes in behind you.
There's
and
no
kills
lock. There's no lock.
Measuring cup? Oh, done.
Did you take away her
Measuring
switchblade?
cup, easy.
No. I don't know where it is.
So what can I say to my wife to piss her off then?
Can we sell the children for money?
Already do.
Sub it with Miracle Whip. See, Miracle Whip is fucking
you. No,
nasty.
that was her idea.
Miracle Whip is gross. Sorry, if you like Miracle Whip, I don't understand you. Miracle Whip.
I don't
is-
like any mayo.
Oh, it's
Mayo's
gross.
Dude, Miracle Whip, mayonnaise, any of that off-brand nonsense, it's all
No,
disgusting. It's all
Any
terrible.
mayo is awful. I would sooner remove my tongue than eat mayo.
What?
Exactly. Oh my god,
Mayo's good. I like mayo.
No, it's disgusting.
I don't like it
Sorry.
plain, but it's
dude.
mayo's a quality condiment. All right. Oh, that's not good. We could do better than that.
Like, my dad tries to get me with this. Like, whenever I'm hanging out with my parents, my dad tries to get me with this. Like, oh, your mom makes this dish and puts mayonnaise in it, whatever. And then like she'll just for my sake, so I'll continue to eat food. She'll tell me that
Miracle
she really
Whip
doesn't,
revoked
even
their
though I'm pretty sure she-
sponsorship offer. Dude, if Miracle Whip sponsored me, I would do a single video. I'd spread Miracle Whip on a slice of bread, then I'd piss on that slice of bread and go, Miracle Whip. Might as well piss on it. Use my code for 10% off.
And that's the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
That's
Fucking-
a very hard stance.
I personally despise Miracle Whip, but whether you love Miracle Whip or hate Miracle Whip, can we all agree they're not the same thing? Because for some reason, people talk about them like the same thing. I've had people be like, yeah, I've got a sandwich. What's on it? Like, oh, I think it's turkey, lettuce, mayo. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is on that, but it's not turkey, lettuce, mayo. And they're like, oh, turkey, lettuce, Miracle Whip. And I'm like, that's not the fucking same thing at all. Some people think they're the same.
No.
They're not. They're not the same thing.
Casino, you ever seen that video where that kid just eats a giant jar of Miracle Whip?
Oh.
No? Sounds like a torture film.
You should watch it to be quality stream content.
Oh, okay. So, Casino, now I have a question for you. You get $1 million, but for the rest of your life, every meal has to have Miracle Whip.
No.
Yeah,
On this,
You just
yeah, you
heard
know what? You know
all
what?
of
I
his
changed my mind.
ranting and
I
you
changed my
asked
mind.
him that?
I changed my mind. Yes, I'll do it. And everywhere I go, I'm going out to a restaurant because I have $1 million, and I'm going Miracle Whip on the side, please.
Oh, that's that. Yep, that's how you get around.
Got him. You never said he had to eat it.
See, I love that.
Exactly.
Everyone's like mayo is just eggs
And
and
my-
stuff like that. No, dude, it's
I'll take
awful.
my meal and my extra cup of Miracle Whip that I get to throw in the trash to symbolically celebrate how great this $1 million is.
Is Miracle Whip flammable?
Now we're asking the
I'm
important
going
questions.
somewhere with this. I'm actually going somewhere with this.
I'm afraid of where you're going with this.
Yeah, what are you trying to do? Flaming shots of Miracle Whip?
Oh God, no, no! You could.
No, that'd be
there's not
ridiculous.
enough money in the world.
That's why. Fine.
No, what you could do is get those side cups and hoard them up over like the course of a year in a fridge, because it's disgusting. It lasts forever.
See, here's
And so then at the end of the year, as like a celebration, you put it all in a big kiddie pool and you set it on.
gross. Brad, I am taking that deal, but I'll tell you why. Because if she has to be there to feed it to me, that means that I can be there every day with a shotgun. Like, hello, squirrel girl, have you brought me my miracle whip?
She would.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Shotgun, right?
Whatever it takes, a taser, pepper spray, whatever makes her suffer.
I was gonna say because like
Squirrel trap,
That actually.
Goodbye, fellas.
Plonk.
How much would each of your body hairs have to be worth for you to personally pluck them out of your body?
10 cents.
I don't know how many I have to know what my
$5.
overall total is, but now when you say all of your body hairs, does that include the hairs on my head and my eyebrows and stuff, or are we just talking what's normally
just
considered body
as
hair?
many as you want. Like at the
Oh, I can stop whenever?
yeah.
I mean,
$5.
but you're also asking again. I need an approximation of how just give me a ballpark of how many you think I have on my head, or how many I have on my body total.
So how many are you willing to take out?
Well, again, it's more about like once I reach the total I'm looking
You
for.
probably literally have like hundreds of thousands, but you're not going to pluck them all out because that would.
I would if
you just wouldn't be able.
Well, for the right amount, I would.
take my time.
If I was
Yeah, no,
getting
I was gonna say.
$10 for each, fucking, I'm going completely hairs. I'm diving into a pool of nair. Oh, I have to pluck them. Whatever, same shit though.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Look, for enough money, I'm hiring a team of salon workers. I'm gonna be like, make sure we're very thorough. We want to get every single one. Just put them in the collection buckets at the side that we take to the bank later.
No, but he said you got to pluck them yourself. Like you can't have somebody else
Whatever,
do it.
fine.
I did say.
You guys want to see the body hair plucking stream? No one has to donate.
Totally.
I got this. Ding! Got that?
Exactly. That would be my job. That would be my whole day for days at a time. I would just be plucking away like crazy.
You know, there's a show for people who do that and don't get any money for it.
I don't know.
Is it called the Shoe Nice Show?
How much money for you to never buy a single Red Star offer or have one donated to you?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Not that much, surely. I mean, it
Uh,
means you can't do Whale Wars anymore, but
well, what's your
Seeing
definition of
yours,
not that much?
He could still do werewolves. He'd just be the ref.
I'd say
Maybe like the
100.
announcer.
Yeah, 100K. 100K.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, 100K. I could live very comfortably. So
that's it. I would do it for less. Than
No,
well,
he
I
could.
mean,
He
I
could
don't buy
still
Red
do.
Star.
He could still do Whale Wars.
Yeah,
he
just-
wouldn't
yeah,
be
I'd
able
have
to
to
buy
hoard.
the Red Star.
Yeah, no, that's what I said,
He'd
he'd
just
be
have
the
to
ref.
earn. No. Like he could just collect them
Oh,
through
save 'em
like
up,
the
yeah.
weekly login thing and the Red Star Blitz.
But then it wouldn't be whale wars. It'd be red orb off. or
1.5
something.
million, but for the rest of your life, every time you hear a dog bark, you poop a little bit. I would die. I live in a neighborhood with like 8 dogs in my
Yeah,
immediate
no,
vicinity. I would just die.
So that was on the
Define
rooster
a
thing.
little
That was-
bit.
Shit yourself to death.
Yeah, I know. Same.
Yeah, but define a little bit.
Doesn't,
Like a little. Like
doesn't
a
matter. I would die.
Like a Hershey kiss or like
These are the conversations I have at midnight.
$1 per hairhead, but plucked with tweezers. I'm so in. I'm in. How
I'm
much to get
afraid
a
of
Prince
being
Albert live on stream?
whoa.
I mean, you get
A
banned,
lot.
So.
Well, I mean, I assume they mean on a different stream, but a lot. It'd have to be a fuck ton.
Yeah, you'd have to be like Ice Poseidon and go and do it on like Chatterbait.
Yeah.
1.5 million.
Something around that. It'd have to be a fuck ton. But
1.5.
I
Do I have to keep-
think for $1 million plus I would do it. Courtney's saying fuck
Do I-
no, but they didn't specify that I'd have to keep it.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
my question.
I got-
Clarification: do I have to keep it?
I got a big one for you after you answer that.
Okay.
Phrasing.
Okay, how much would it cost for you to get a tattoo of the Miracle Whip insignia on your?
What was that at the end?
Ass.
Oh, I don't know. 10 grand?
10 grand.
Yeah.
Really? You hate
Yeah,
it that
10
much,
grand.
and you're just like, yeah, it's fine.
Well, no one's gonna see it.
Yeah, exactly.
What's
mean,
a
that's
Prince
kinda
Albert?
true. Okay.
Don't Google that.
Google it.
Yeah,
Save
no,
search off.
disclaimer.
Don't be a pussy.
Turn on incognito mode first.
Big CMBC donated $20. Thank you very much. You're offered $1 billion, but a person dressed up as Squirrel would have to punch you in the face every day at unknown times. Deal. And also, I'm going to have a full security detail that hunts down and viciously punishes that person every single day until they learn to hit me nicely.
Okay, so Khasino, I have one for you.
Like, I know you have to punch me, and you know my security team has to pin you down and shit in your mouth. It's just, that's just how this has to go. I'm sorry.
You get $5 million outright. You cannot hire anyone. You can't stop it in any way. But you get $5 million. At some random point during the day, someone will pants you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Just don't leave the house. You're good. Wait till somebody pants you, and then you're good.
No. I would just lean into like, oh, this is I'm in on this joke. I would just always wear like leopard print banana hammock underwear, and then be pants and be like, oh goodness, and pull them up, and everyone would just be like, oh, that guy's an attention-seeking asshole, and it'd go on with their business.
More so than
and I'd stuff it with a sock. Just because.
Yeah, that's the song. Just
no, nobody. You can't stuff. Come on, man.
Well, that's the whole point of wearing the banana hammock.
I don't know. That's entirely the point.
No deal, Ryan. I don't know how I would give birth to myself. I don't know what orifice it would come out of, but no deal. I don't have an orifice big enough for a baby to come out of, so no deal.
But you're saying you do have
the
an
next
orifice
Blitz
that a baby
is
could come out of.
In this fantasy scenario, I don't want to find out. Pants you, but you have to go commando every day. Oh, it doesn't matter how much money you have if you're in jail, and you would sooner or later.
Well, just only the house. Just only the house.
So you're in your own jail.
No. Do it till Courtney pants you, then you can leave the house.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, just wait till you get pants. Then you're like, all right, it's 3 p.m.
Someone will do it. Someone has to do it. So your roommates or Courtney or someone else would have to do it. And then once you get okay, I can leave now, you can just go on your merry way.
How much to marry Carol fucking Baskin? No.
Who the hell is Carol fucking Baskin?
Will you go watch Tiger King?
Oh, I'm not. Oh, is that what that is? No, I'm not Tiger King. I'd rather fucking shoot myself. I'd rather shoot myself and then consume my dog.
You can see that in Tiger King, short of the dog.
How much to have a little turd under your nose so you smell shit all the time? Don't talk about Sky like that. I mean,
oof.
You say all the time, but like, what's the rules here? I have to leave it there? No amount.
Yeah, no.
Because like, one of the perks of having a lot of money is presumably there's some increased amount of sex associated with that, and you know, immediately being in that situation with anyone and then being like, do I smell shit? You're like, oh, that's just on my lip. No, leave it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking die.
What do you want me to say, Courtney? I saw it! Ow, you're being hurtful, stop! You happy?
It's definitely the right choice.
How much money for you to sleep with a dude?
The bid on Cerebro.
Enough for me to never have to do anything I don't want ever again. Whatever that amount is.
Would you, now, Khasino, let me ask you a question. Would you rather work for someone else and make enough money that you would never have to worry about like anything other than doing this one job, or work for yourself but struggle?
Well, I'm already doing option 2. But
well, I mean, I assume that's only because of the pandemic.
No, that's just how it is.
No, it's because he buys all those fucking red stars.
Yeah, I'd go with option A if I got paid pretty well.
It depends on
you get paid, like,
it depends on who I have to work for.
Yeah, there you go.
If I can live comfortably and my boss is chill, I can be like, I need a month off. I want to take a European vacation.
No, it's not like that.
Why not? Because you decided.
Because that's not part of the scenario.
So, well, is the person nice or a shithead? Like, give me something. What
Yeah,
what is the work?
dismissive.
Is it dismissive? Fine, but is it? Do I enjoy the job? How many hours a day do I have to do it for?
8 hours a day, 40 hours a week.
How much to not play any sort of games for the rest of your life? Again, just enough that I never need to do anything else that I don't want to do ever again. Like, I enjoy games quite a bit, but if I didn't have to worry about anything and I could do other things, it depends on like where you draw the line of like, is it a game? Because if I was like, well, now I'm rich beyond imagination, so I'm going to travel to every country in the world. It's like, oh, you made a game for yourself that you're trying to visit all the countries. That's a game. You can't play. You know what I mean? Like, it gets a little murky. Can you argue with chat a bit more? Fuck you.
Okay, so I got a very simple one. You get $1 million, but
$5 million for you to get a Hitler stash tattoo that you can never remove. Not enough.
No.
I think there is an amount after which I would be like, I will explain why I got this tattoo, and it's so I can make this. I'm changing the meaning of this look. We're making it an awesome thing. You don't think
wait,
so?
you said
Here's $5,000. My treat. See,
so you said I can't
now go tell people
remove
it's
it,
awesome.
but can I hide it? Can I like put a mask on?
Just you're always wearing the grow an actual
Just grow a
mustache.
mustache.
Yeah.
I have one, but I mean, I assume I can't like.
And
I can't.
And people
wear
like,
a mask.
oh, you couldn't shave your mustache for the wedding? Like, well, I have a Hitler mustache tattoo under this. And they'd be like, haha, but seriously. And you'd be like, I know, I probably should have shaved.
Oh, dude, Brian makes a good point. I'd go full Charlie Chaplin and just be a 100% Charlie Chaplin cosplayer at all times. I'd look like a fucking schmuck, but I don't look like Hitler.
Yeah, I'm just the biggest Charlie
Bro,
Chaplin
you look like
fan.
a fucking beast.
Yeah,
What do you
the
mean?
biggest
Charlie
Charlie
Chaplin
Chaplin
was the shit. Like,
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, I would just commit to like, hey, I'm taking this mustache away from Hitler. He was a dick. He doesn't get to own his own
I'm
mustache.
taking this away. We're taking this back.
He doesn't get to own this mustache anymore. Fuck that guy. Now people are
It's
going to
okay.
associate
He's
this
taking it
mustache
back.
with being awesome.
But oh damn it, I lost it. Oh well.
Courtney, I told you to only whore yourself out if we're getting paid for it.
what are you, iDubbbz?
Who?
Yeah, I was about to make the same thing.
Who?
Who are you watching?
Do you seriously not know who iDubbbz is, or are you fucking with me?
I don't know who that is.
I have no clue.
Never heard of him either.
What?
When literally everyone is like, who?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like if you said like Casey Tron, I would. I got you.
iDubbbz was the guy that did
Timothy,
the content
hold
cop
on,
videos.
I
where he
want
would,
to hear
like,
this.
shit on-
I want to hear this, but hold on, real quick. Timothy, that's an easy one. Unlimited credit limit and never remember any of your account details. You just get one of those programs that remembers it all for you. And it's constantly reassigning them. Like one of those password lock programs. Then you can't ever remember them. Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, iDubbbz is the dude who would make those content cop videos, like taking a dump on people who were taking themselves too seriously.
I'd never. I don't know. I still don't know. It doesn't help.
Well, anyway, so his girlfriend, like, his girlfriend's a live streamer, and she said like a year ago that we're all just one bad stream away from making an OnlyFans account, and then she recently made an OnlyFans account, and everybody was like, "Oh, iDubbbz went from being a pimp to being a simp," and then he made a video talking about how he didn't care that people were like buying her OnlyFans and stuff like that, and everybody's calling him a simp now.
I wouldn't care.
Oh, damn it! I had it. Oh, no, I keep losing it. Damn it! I keep remembering and then losing it immediately.
I guess the question then becomes, how much money would it be acceptable for you to let your girlfriend make an OnlyFans account?
However, I mean, literally
$5,000.
just I would just say like, oh, just enough. I don't even like, assuming she's gonna remain my girlfriend. I would just want her to be bringing in enough. Like, I don't need an upfront flat. I just like bring in enough that you're not a cheap whore. You want to be an expensive whore? That's totally fine with me. Just don't be like
Did you
99
need to, like,
cents gets you all access. No, that's worse for your reputation. But if it's like, wait, some thirsty dude paid $200 for 5 photos, fuck yeah, post 5 more.
It's a quality argument, I gotta say. I mean, like, I don't see what the big deal is. I don't, you know. Honestly, the people are making such a big deal about it.
Nah, it doesn't
about
bother
the
me
whole
that
iDubbbz
much.
girlfriend thing. It's just funny.
Like, honestly, people get too caught up in everything. Like, and they worry way too much.
1 million, but you have to be Joe Exotic cellmate for 1 month? Deal. Dude, I would be chilling for a month, and I'd have a bed and meals and everything. And then I would walk out with like a really cool exclusive interview. Like the guy who shared a cell with Joe Exotic talks to the press. I'd get like appearance fees and everything. It'd be great. It happened in Oklahoma, Courtney.
So,
Married Joe within 30 days, no chance. Good luck having him talk me into that. He'd be like, how much meth to get a BJ out of you? I'd be like, no amount of meth. Good talk. Some of it was Florida involved, but no, it's pretty much all in Oakland. He does have a proven track record of turning really dumb straight guys temporarily gay. To his credit, if he turns me onto the gay lifestyle, my life would be easier if I were gay. I hope he succeeds. If I could walk out of it and be like, you know what, I get to be gay now. Way easier on my life.
Everyone's would be.
You would do it for no
women just make our lives harder.
No, just keep saying easy tiger to him. That's funny.
It's not like a thing against women or against men. It's just people understand their own sex much better than the opposite.
How much Miracle Whip would you eat to get a 7 red star? Until I got a 7 red star.
Consume pounds.
So, like, you're saying you would just keep eating spoonfuls, and every time that you opened a red star orb, you would just eat a spoonful and keep going until you got.
If someone said there's a predetermined point where once you've consumed enough, it happens, and it's a reasonable amount, yeah.
What is a reasonable amount? So, like
a pity poll?
That's saying, what is a reasonable amount?
I don't know. A year later, I'd be like, this is bullshit.
Oh, I found this, by the way, for you.
So we only have to go like 360 days then.
Oh, no, it's not.
How much meth would it take for him to give you a BJ?
Ugh.
Again, you can't pay me in meth.
So, Khasino, I got this image for you. This is just for you.
No, I haven't, Kyle. New live stream. How much meth would you do to get a 7 red star? Good question. I don't know. A non-dangerous amount?
Enough.
Here's the real question. How much money up front does it take for you to just pull continuous red stars until you get a 7, and how much does the meth cost?
These are serious questions?
I assume you're getting the meth.
Because you can only buy so many red star orbs. While we don't buy every single possible red star orb offer, but like with the exception of this particularly bad one, like we buy more than we don't.
There was a red star simulator a couple months ago posted up on Reddit. I was around 1,000 pulls before I got a first red star. I redid it and it was like 2,300 pulls for the second one.
So I did that simulator, and in my very first, I just started off like, let's try 200 pulls. In my first set of 200 pulls, I got a 7 red star black bolt, and I was like, fuck this simulator.
I actually did that simulator for never 7.
1 million to eat only mayonnaise for every meal for a year. Again, that money's no good to you if you're dead. You can't sustain off mayonnaise.
No, you die. There's not enough vitamins and minerals and the stuff.
In your opinion, is the 7 red star in the store pulling a 7 red star? No. It's purchasing. You're not pulling it from an orb. Did you ever find out how much you spent? No, I'm going to find out tomorrow. They wrote me back and were like, you can check your Google Play purchase history.
So, Khasino, you get $1 million, but your teeth are perfectly healthy, but they're black.
How much?
$1 million.
Done.
You do it?
Yeah.
That would look so weird.
Yeah, because
it would look really right. Yeah, it'd look really weird for a day.
No,
until I got the caps.
No, you have to keep them.
Yeah, no, I'll keep them. I'll just put caps on them. Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
Fuck you! I'm getting a grill. I'm gonna have diamonds in my mouth.
Okay, you can get a grill.
Say he couldn't before he said deal.
All right, you can get a grill though. You can
should have said I couldn't beforehand.
Little Wayne up in this bit.
Yeah. Why do you have a grill? Because I'm a millionaire and I feel like having a grill. Get out of my way, bitch.
I'd keep the black teeth. It'd be weird.
The conclusion that from this conversation, the Khasino would be like the worst genie ever to have, because you'd ask him for something and he'd be like, well, I gave you what you wanted in the most literal possible sense.
I would be the most popular genie with his own show.
You do know that that's what jinns do, right?
Yeah, like, but he would be the worst one to have.
$1 million
I mean,
only
the
eat or
best
drink breast milk for a year? Done.
Like,
Who's
'cause
breast?
Done. Who cares? You can order that
just
shit
don't tell me
online.
who's it from. Just don't tell me who it's from. And
It's from Carol Baskins.
I
No.
don't care.
If you don't tell me, I'm more like.
The downside of that would
Joe Exotic.
if I had assurance that it was healthy, because it is possible that it's like, oh, this is a meth head's breast milk and it'll fuck
Yeah,
you
no.
up. But assuming that it's not contaminated, easy. No one said that you couldn't swallow multivitamins, drink protein shakes. They kind of did, but still.
I mean,
Still
when you say
no.
only mayo, then yeah.
Well, he's saying
that
that
implies
he
you
said
can't.
for meals, so those would be considered not meals. But again,
How the hell is a protein shake not a meal?
It's not worth it. No.
In what universe is a protein shake not a meal?
Dame Judi Dench, who you've decided to call Judy Dench. You have to drink it from the source, though.
Oh,
All right, now I have more
no.
questions.
I have more questions.
Who's my wet nurse?
That just raises further questions.
$1 million to start an I Love Trump channel and do videos on how much you love him for 2 years straight with a new video every day. Deal. Because
$5.
not only am I saying deal because, so first off, regardless of whether you love Trump or hate Trump, that's easy. If you love Trump, you just make videos like, I love Trump. He's really great today. He's really great every day. God, I love Trump. And if you hate Trump, you're just like, I love Trump. Isn't he handling this pandemic really, really well by getting rid of the pandemic response team before it happened and then saying, 15 cases will be 0 tomorrow and now we have hundreds of thousands. I love Trump. You could do that. So it's easy. You can go either direction with it.
You'd be the most sarcastic bastard on the face of the earth.
Easy, done. And then anytime someone who was a Trump fan left a really angry comment, you could be like, why are you being such a sensitive snowflake? And then they would their heads would explode.
So this would have no real effect on how you actually behave.
I mean, I tend to keep it out of the realm of politics, but...
Well, no, I mean being a sarcastic asshole. Because that's what most people...
How much to live stream with Busy next to you for the rest of your life? Enough to afford, like, ammunition, a weapon, and the legal fees associated with getting cleared of all charges.
See, I really
Just
wish
get
I
a soundproof box.
Hey man, Johnny Cochran died, dude. So you're SOL.
Let's get a drink exclusive early SIF predictions.
I bet it was OJ. Did they check his gloves again?
Oh, dude, I only need 70 shards for Sif to get to...
Can you make
Six
sincere
rounds.
videos about a topic you don't believe? Only as a joke. As crazy as that sounds, I know you said like sincere videos, but as a joke. So like, I tried to play my April Fool's video as like I tried to play that sincere, and just knowing the subject matter would be fine. How much to have to go to a random funeral each day and sing the Bohemian Rhapsody? I would do that for the right amount.
Would you rather not? Would you rather like anyone could believe whatever you say, like whatever you say, they just believe you, or no one was able to lie to you?
Say that again. No one could lie to me.
Would you rather be able to lie to anyone and they'd believe you, or no one else could lie to you? Like you could tell if they were lying or not.
Would there be a loophole? I have my answer, but would there be a loophole of they could opt not to answer? Or if I ask the question, I could just tell from their face?
Yeah, no, they can not answer, but whatever they say, you know whether they're lying or not.
Okay, but they can be silent? Then people believing me.
Yeah.
Now I'm a poker pro. I'm holding a 2 and a 7. Thank you for believing me.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't. Hopefully you'll learn your lesson for next hand.
Sorry, I'm dyslexic. I read those wrong.
Yep. And then they'll believe that.
Oh look, another 2 and a
Yeah,
7.
exactly. $15 million to never have sex again nor watch it? No deal.
No.
It's one of the only reasons to have that much money.
I mean, I like surviving, but okay.
Right, but you don't need that much money to survive. Heard anything about the
It's
possibility?
on.
I already
Maslow's
answered you, Kyle. I
chart.
have not.
I don't need that much money. I don't. You assume a lot about how little money I need.
How
to
much to take a shot of liquor every time you drop a Blitz match during 0 to 5 million Sith Blitz tomorrow? I'm open to an offer. That's actually an interesting one. Make me an offer. Because that could just be fun anyway.
In general.
Yeah, I'm listening. Courtney will be really upset that we're going to have to get liquor.
Oh no.
What they're asking are Conrad Bain, excuse me, is how much to change your name from Khasino to Track Legs? Tree Fitty.
Tree
and one cable that's good for a Surface Pro to HDMI from Walmart. But they were asking, there were people that didn't get the calendar coming back around because they were playing during the first calendar. They just didn't log in during that time. Don't make me out to be an alcoholic. I barely drink. Half the reason that we had the situation that we had today on stream is because you were drinking earlier. So I don't want to say you're an alcoholic today.
So
are you a funny drunk? I don't know. Your mom describes me as a sexy drunk.
For $1 million, would you rather, for 1 year, 365 days, would you rather have taste buds on your hands or your feet?
My hands, because I control where I put my hands. My feet are. Well, you know what? No, you know what? You know what? You know what? No, because sometimes your hands have to touch things you don't want to taste. I'm going feet, and then I'm just lining the bottoms of my shoes with fruit roll-ups.
You mean your socks? I would assume.
Yeah, it would be the inside of your socks, not the bottom of your shoes.
Same shit. What? Same shit. Or I just wouldn't wear socks, and I'd have sticky feet with delicious fruit roll-ups.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, hands. I mean, you're touching the keyboard, the mouse, constantly. Even if you're wiping it down, you're tasting the bleach or whatever wipes you're putting down on your keyboard. Plus, you have to touch the dog. You're basically licking your dog every time you touch him.
Would you change your name to Track Legs for a Walmart sponsorship if it was a good one? Sweaty fruit roll-ups? So what? That would be some atrocious foot fungus? I don't think fruit roll-ups would actually cause it. You can say...
I mean, if you wash your feet regularly.
Are you planning to start a new account and build from scratch again? No, I don't have the time to manage 2 accounts. I don't have the time to manage 1 account and make all the content I want. Would you rather wipe your dad's diarrhea-messed bunghole or change your mom's tampon for a whole cycle? The second one, because my mom got an operation, I think she had her uterus removed. So that one's way easier. I just wouldn't have to do a goddamn thing. Are you about to do Dark Dimension? I just did it. Classic, Courtney. Will you do a Q&A video with Zeke's? Possibly. TMI. He asked. Blame him. No, I am done. I'm just answering troll questions at this point. I am done, and I need to get to work on that video. I've just been hanging out until the ridiculous questions slow down. How much change your name to I Love Busy in-game for a week? Make me an offer. Probably not, Art Pedersen. Would you rather be Howard the Duck or Mr. Sinister? Mr. Sinister! I love Howard the Duck, but Mr. Sinister can fucking clone people. My services would be in high demand.
See, I'm still trying to save up money to get you to do that freaking cosplay stream. Still putting money aside.
Good luck.
On that.
Any chance of roster reviews this week? Towards the end of the week, yeah. Again, my current plans are the ad integration today, the video it's going into probably tomorrow, and then infographics until all the infographics are done. And as soon as the infographics are done, then roster reviews. Right, Mr. Sinister could clone Howard the Duck.
Now, I have a question for the game. If we could get the Venom version of Howard the Duck, but not the regular version, would you still take that in the game?
Why would we get Venom the Duck but not Howard the Duck?
He goes in the symbiote team.
Yeah, but why would we get that version first? That's I guess I'd be okay with it, but
like that was the only way he could be in the game.
Sure,
with that version.
Sure.
Would you take that?
Sure. Any Howard is better than no Howard. I don't know if I'll have the Loot Cakes referral code by tomorrow. I'll ask how soon I can get that. Would you voice... you will know as soon as I get it. I'll talk about it on stream. It'll be in the video description. I'll make an announcement on Discord about it. You'll know about it. Would you voice Howard the Duck if offered to do it for free? Absolutely.
Why wouldn't you at that point?
It would be an honor. Marvel Super Warcast. So what's been happening, I don't know the next time I'll be able to stream Marvel Super War. As crazy as this sounds, and I think it's something to do with COVID, how'd the node go? I wiped another wave, so we're getting there. I am up to... I'm checking Super War right now just to verify, but it's been the case for the last 2 days. I'd have to go in to see how many, but I'm like 30-something enemies out of 50. You can see, I'm getting there. This node isn't so bad. It's going to take me... What am I at right now? Attack 9? So it's going to take me like 30 attacks, maybe. But it's not so bad. The one before it was worse, because I got stuck behind Iron Fist. This one's only a matter of time. And it's giving me enough time to possibly get another Cosmic character. But, so, what's been happening is on the Wi-Fi, my ping is too high to play. I've been having to switch off of Wi-Fi to be able to play. I guess I might be able to do that on stream. I don't think my phone has to be on the Wi-Fi, actually. Maybe I would be able to still stream. I'll have to see. Oh, cool. I do have a thing, by the way, if you're thinking about getting Super War, I have a code right now that I can give to people who sign up with my code, and super...
Can you send me that?
Yeah, absolutely. I will...
Because I want to play that so bad. Like, is it out yet or no?
No, but there you can get it.
Yeah, the roundabout way you would.
It's not too bad. I'll post a screenshot of it. Do you know how to use a QR code?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll post the QR code and I'll post the normal version. But I get 3 more referrals, which is pretty cool. Share invite code. Oh, I can share it on Twitter or Facebook. But I'll put it in the Discord. Discord, Marvel Super War. But yeah, I have not been able to play on the Wi-Fi, but if I can play not on Wi-Fi, then it'll be okay. But yeah, the ping has been... Like, I was already just barely able to play with the current ping. So now that the ping is a little bit worse, I can't play. Okay, now it's in the Super War channel on Discord. But, so, let's see, how's the ping doing? Let me claim all these. I like this new Stark loot thing. We're getting good stuff. Okay, how's the Wi-Fi? Yeah, I don't know, like, the Wi-Fi used to be the better connection, and now the Wi-Fi is just always, like, 250. How much wood to chuck a woodchuck wood? I don't need wood, no thanks. Enough to sell for a large amount. How long did Node 3 of DD3 take for you? A long ass time. The most attempts of any node so far. But alright, so Wi-Fi is not gonna work. Let me see if I can get good enough ping in non-Wi-Fi for it to even make sense. Oh yeah, it's gonna be close. It's so crazy that my phone's like actual phone connection is better. It doesn't make sense to me why, like my Wi-Fi itself went up like 50 ping. I don't know what happened. It must be something about, you're on the East Coast, right? But I used to have like 189 ping, and now it's like 240. It just started being shit. Wi-Fi being worse is something at your house. Could it be something in my neighborhood? Because we've taken every other device off the...
If I've been having the same issue with my thing, they said it's basically because everyone's at home and everyone's like using up the internet all at the same time in a certain area that it's slowing down.
Right, that would explain low speed, but that wouldn't explain like high ping, I don't think. I do have Verizon, yes. But my internet is Comcast Xfinity. But I might be able to play a match or two.
Oh, U.S. agent. Right, he's playing U.S. agent.
Could be the server at the main location. Maybe, but again, like my phone's connection just over my Verizon is alright. You're saying someone's stealing your internet, but again, it's not that my internet is slower. It's that the ping is increased specifically. Like, I'm not noticing any ping issues with anything else. I do have a dual band router, and my phone is not on 5 gigahertz. Push most things 2.4, keep key things on 5. I can try that. I don't. Yeah, I'm seeing. Every once in a while when I'm on the mobile data. Is your stream room near the router? Yeah, it's right there. Yep. But I can try. One thing I haven't seen is if that ping is consistent on the 2.4 and on the 5. Let me try the. All right, now I'm on the 2.4. Let's see. If because. At first glance, the 2.4 is slower or the same. The 2.4 is worse. And almost everything in the house is on the 5, not the 2.4. How to get on iOS? I have a YouTube video about it. Yeah, the 2.4 is way worse. And almost no devices are on the 2.4. I think it's something to do with... Oh my... It just keeps climbing, too. And I'm at like 300 something. What the fuck? Yeah, the 2.4 is way worse. But again, it doesn't... It must have... Because we're talking like anything that could be getting in the way of going from where I am to China. The servers are in China. So it's probably one of the hiccup steps between like one of Comcast servers in China, if I had to guess. What constitutes key stuff? Because like the two main gaming PCs are hardlined. Yeah, it's worse. I have a custom one. But yeah, on my data, it's just way better. I can actually get a match on my data sometimes. And I would say like late at night, the Wi-Fi starts being okay. Like literally at like 3 in the morning. Which video explain how to get it on iOS? Google it, and there should be one obvious one. Terrorists got a gateway router in the South Pacific? It could be that. How many city characters? As many as I can. Starting with Symbiote Spider-Man, but just as many as I can. It's the only way to get the premium currency by buying it. Every once in a while, they give you some for free.
Jeez. Jeff is really harassing Courtney.
There's always someone. But alright, so probably no Super War just because it's taken a while to find a match and it's not... Well, it won't even... Like, it's taken a while for me to be able to attempt to find a match.
Are you guys in a full team?
Full team?
Yeah, no, like are you in a team? 5-man.
No. Is that Gift?
Do you have space? Yeah, it's me, Gift.
Oh.
Can I join?
No, so... Firstly, I have no one on the team, but what it is my ping isn't good enough to find a match.
Oh.
So, I gotta wait till my ping gets better. I can't play at all right now.
Oh, that sucks.
But all right, before Courtney gets me banned from YouTube, I guess I'll wrap up. So yeah, I'm gonna. Courtney thinks I'm gonna go hang out with her, but actually I have to make this video. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up and work on that ad integration. So maybe bonus Super War stream a little bit later when the ping gets better. Until then, thank you guys for coming out. Peace.